How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to my very first stream where I am going to be looking for a Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Shiny Starter. Oh yeah. So I have the setup now that you can see both screens. I don't think I need any info. This is a completely fresh save file on Soul Silver, and yes, I am using a real 3DS for this. Well, I'm using my 3DS. You could use a DS too, but I just happen to have a 3DS capture card, so yeah. I really should have fixed the text speed on this. Oh well, I'll do that as soon as I'm done getting started, so yeah. This is just so you know that it is a fresh saved file. And when I get the option to increase my text speed, I will increase my text speed. Also, what do you guys want for me to be, a boy or a girl? Please let me know right now. So, as I recall, my odds for this are 3 in 8,100 something. So, it's about 1 in 2,000 something. So, it's slightly better than full-on odds for Generation 6 and 7. Slightly better. I'm seeing a lot of people saying I should be the girl, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick the girl. And my name, I'm going to make myself Lyra because that's her actual name, so why not? Plus, I like the girl design more. It's just more of you said to be a girl than a boy, so that's what we're going with. And as you can see, my donation goal is still for all of those amiibo. There's a lot of amiibo I need to get. So yeah. Okay, I can't change my text speed yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs. We're going to talk with our mom. Why did I not do Oris? I don't understand your question. Why did I not do Oris? Because I have Omega Ruby. And I finished Omega Ruby, and I have actually used that to Shiny Hunt a few times. So I should be able to increase my text speed here soon. I'm really expecting this to take a long time. Like, a long time. Let's make it fast. Make the frame green. I like green. And let's go ahead and save. Saving a lot of data? Yeah, right. We just started the game and named ourselves. When am I doing another Battlefront video? Well, I have a bunch of footage sitting on my computer. I just need to do it. Tomorrow is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And, of course, Tuesday is another Splatoon video. And, as many of you know, I have been working on the N64 Chronicles here for a long time. I finally wrote the script for the very first episode. Literally, that's what I did before I started this game, before I started this stream. So, expect the very first N64 Chronicles episode to be out sometime before the end of this month. Let's just avoid that shady character right there. Saving a lot of data again? Wow. Thank you for the sub, Juan Carlos Miguel Garcia. What's a soft reset and how do you do it? It's where you reset your console without actually turning it off and on. You hit L, R, and start in order to do that. Thanks for the sub, Septile Slicer. Thank you, MTTGC, Jack Boomhead. Okay, well that guy gets an instant timeout. Thank you, Ingar Gaming. So, I don't know how long this will take. I'm definitely not expecting to get it this stream, but that's why we're saving right here, so we can just reset several thousand times until we get a starter, a shiny starter. Am I going to Nationals? Nope. Thanks to Khalif Griffin for the sub. No, I'm not going to Nationals. There's no reason for me to. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's already one. And so it begins. What starter do I want to be shiny the most? Honestly, I'd be happy with any of them, but I think I would want Chikorita the most. Thank you to Alexan Parent for the sub. What will I shiny hunt for next? I don't know. You know, I wasn't even planning on doing this today, and then I ran the poll on Twitter, and this won, so that's why I'm doing this now. I figured you guys like watching shiny hunts, and I thought, well, I can shiny hunt theoretically in any generation as long as I have the Game Boy player for the GameCube. Because if it's Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance game, I can just run it through my GameCube and capture that. And if it's a DS or a 3DS game, then I could capture it through my capture card. So I can shiny hunt in literally any generation. It's just what you guys want to see is what I'll focus on. And you guys voted on this. I would like to get a complete living shiny Pokédex. So I will be shiny hunting for a long time. And yes, you can see if they are shiny just by looking at the colors of them. And that's one great thing about the Johto starters is they're all different colors when they're shiny. And I need to mention all the music in the background is by GlitchX City. Definitely go check her out on YouTube if you haven't already. Her music is the best Pokemon remixes ever. Is Zippy a Pokemon? Well, she is a Helioptile, and Helioptile is a Pokemon. What will I do if I accidentally soft resetted a shiny? I would still save it and upload it as a shiny fail. I have never failed a shiny before, so... And I definitely hope I don't now. That would be horrible, but... You know, then I just keep trying until I got an actual one. Luckily, you can reset pretty quickly in here. And even though each of them individually has 1 in 8,000 odds of being a shiny, that still means that altogether it's 3 in 8,000, which is about 1 in 2,000 something. So yeah. So that means that theoretically we should get this fairly soon. I'm guessing maybe a few streams, maybe a week, a week's worth of streams. So 7, maybe 10 streams. That's my thought. Odds are 1 in 8,156. Okay, so collectively the odds are 3 in 8,156, which is about 1 in 2,000 something. Like I said, it's less than 1 in 3,000, which is good. So. Where did I get the name Zippy from? A friend of mine, actually you guys probably know her, Calico Pikachu, who does all my art for me. Long before I was on YouTube, well, no, I was on YouTube at that point, but not big or anything. I was chatting with her about Helioptile and how much I loved it, and it's probably my new favorite Pokemon. And I'm going to get a female in X and Y, and do you have any suggestions for a nickname? And she suggested Zippy, and I liked it, so that's that. Oh, I appreciate it, Santino. I really appreciate it. Trust me, an extra $1 every month helps out in ways you can't imagine. Mysterious Mungus, if you troll like that, I am going to ban you, because I don't want to have to deal with that. I could tell when it's a shiny. Let's see, am I going to get Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon? I'm going to get both of them. Hopefully they'll be good. I'm really looking forward to them. I'm interested to see how they're going to handle those games. Look at that, we're already up to 13 resets, and the stream's only been going for 15 minutes now, not even, so... Yes, I could see the chat, Girly Gaming. What's the point in live streaming if I don't watch the chat? Especially when I'm shiny hunting. So, I can reset a little faster than once a minute. Which means if I were to stream for 2 hours, I could get through maybe 150 resets, which is a lot faster than about 100 resets every 2.5, like if I were to use the Masuda method, for example. Was I disappointed Stars wasn't a thing? No, I was happy! Shut all those people up about Stars, just like it shut them all up about Z, when they skipped Z. I figured Stars wasn't going to be a thing, just like I knew Z wasn't going to be a thing, so the fact that it wasn't a thing, that makes me happy, and I just shove it in everyone's face, like a very nice person like I am. Okay, Sam, you're timed out, and if you do that again, I'm gonna ban you. Can I estimate how many resets I might have? Well, it's right there on the screen. 16 resets at the bottom right corner of the screen. Yes, Splatoon is my favorite Wii U game, and Pokemon is my favorite DS game. My favorite DS game is actually this one, Pokemon Soul Silver. What was my first Pokemon? Charmander. Why is Fishy mean? I said that in the nicest of ways. He did a very mean prank on me in a Splatoon session, which will be on my channel probably a month from now, but it was recorded and it will be on my channel. It was just really, really mean, that's all. It was hilarious, but it was mean. That's all. I'm not mad. Will I keep playing Splatoon or will I play Splatoon 2? Well, obviously when Splatoon 2 comes out, that takes priority. I honestly haven't decided if I'm going to keep playing the first Splatoon or not. I guess we'll just see. It might just depend on how much extra time I have, because I'm really not expecting to have much extra time in the future. I have a lot of things I need to do for my channel. I mean, I'm not exaggerating now, I have a complete physical Switch library. That's like 20 games. I'm never going to be able to play most of them just because I have to dedicate most of my time to my channel. So, yeah. I would love to make like a series or something of me and Sadase sitting down for an hour and playing the games, and then of course editing it down to something manageable to watch. But until that happens, most of those games I'm not going to be able to play. Which is sad, because there are games like Disgaea 5 and I Am Setsuna that I played a little bit of and I just love, but I just don't have the time. Also, I gotta say, this is going a whole lot faster than I thought it would. Favorite weapon and clothing? You're basically telling me my, I can't pick my favorite stuff as my favorite stuff. Because my favorite weapon is the 52 Galdico, my favorite clothing is the Octoling armor, and yeah. My second favorite Pokemon game? Probably Red and Blue. No, I take that back. X and Y. Red and Blue are amazing, but X and Y I just like a tiny bit more. What's my favorite game apart from Pokemon? Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In my opinion, Breath of the Wild is the best game ever made. I know that's just my opinion. There's a lot of people who would disagree with me. Particularly Jim Sterling, who, in my opinion, shouldn't even exist. But they're entitled to their opinion that it's not the best game. I think most people will at least agree that it's a good game. Like, it's a great game. It's one of the best. I just think it is the best. The champions in the Elite Four weren't bad, actually. Have you tried playing through the game without the experience share on? Boy, they're tough. What Pokemon game did I have first? Well, I played Red, Blue, and Yellow when they came out, but the way it worked back then is you would just rent a Game Boy and a game from Blockbuster for like $10 a week. That's how I played the games most of the time. I didn't actually own a game until Pokemon Silver, and I didn't even get that until after, like, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out. Or not, wow, just regular Ruby and Sapphire, but you get the idea. Yes, those amiibo are going to be amazing! I pre-ordered all of them, of course. I'm looking forward to... I'm going to just... No, not block. Timeout. Sorry, gotta moderate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Mifa the most. Anyone else? Anyone else? I could just completely turn off the whole chat if you guys refuse to cooperate. But I think you guys would rather watch me stream. Hi, Jangos. Actually, you know what, Jangos? Congrats, you're a mod. Okay, there we go. Oh, hi, Mooney. Nice to see you. I'm looking for a starter in Heart Gold Soul Silver now. Wow, I've been streaming now for a hair under 22 minutes, and I'm up over 30 resets. This is pretty fast. Have I played ARMS? I played the Global Test Punch, and I do have the game, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet, because yesterday was my anniversary. And we went and saw Wonder Woman, which I think is probably the best superhero film I've seen. And I've seen The Dark Knight. The only one that I think it could come close to is The Avengers. And even then, I think Wonder Woman's just better. Like, I loved Wonder Woman. It was great. We had a nice anniversary, too. That's what matters. We've been married now for 5 years, Sadaze and I. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. And today I edited together tomorrow's video. Not to spoil too much, but it is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Funny Moments. And then I wrote the script for the N64 Chronicles. And then I started streaming here. So I really haven't had time to play ARMS yet. Thus is the life of a YouTuber. And honestly, there's no one to really play ARMS with. Everyone else played the Global Test Punch, and they realized that it was enough to make them not want to get the game, so Fishy and Kyle and Kyanna don't have ARMS, so I don't have any of my friends to play it with, and honestly, it's better if I play with people. We'll see if I can find someone else to play it with, but until then, there's really no point in me recording it. And if there's no point in me recording it, there's no point in me playing it, because all of my time really needs to go towards my channel. I love this music, it's seriously amazing. Oh, nice, Dave. Congratulations. I would like Shiny Chikorita out of all of them, but honestly, all the Shinies are beautiful, which is part of the reason why people like doing this. Not just because it's easier to get your Shiny that way, but also because it's pretty. All of them are pretty. Have I seen Cars 3? No, I've not. But to say Cars 3 is better than Cars 2 isn't really saying much. I could quote the Angry Video Game Nerd, but it's pretty vulgar. I do have the Cars 3 video game, though, and I played it a tiny bit, and it's actually pretty fun. Well, Mooney, the way that this works is, if one of these is shiny, then the sprite that you see right here will show it as shiny. So I'm just going for whichever one shines first. No, don't worry about it, eBuild. I mean, seriously, this is the best job that I could ever hope for, and I'm happy to devote all of my time towards stuff on YouTube. Yeah, there's a video game for Cars 3. It's called Cars 3 Driven to Win, and yes, it is on the Nintendo Switch. There's not even an IGN review on it. Metacritic doesn't have a single person who gave it a review yet, so it's probably going to become one of the rarer games, because people just don't have it right now. Gamer, I'm not planning on that, at least not with regular Splatoon. Maybe Splatoon 2, we'll see, but right now the only way to really play with me in any of those games is if you pledge to me on Patreon. It's sort of a exclusive thing. If you give me money each month, then I'll thank you by devoting a full hour every single month towards playing with you. I know that sounds like I'm asking for money. I'm not. Like, seriously, it's $5 a month. Do you really think... If I were to make it exclusive, and I really did care about the money, I would make it $50 a month. I'm not going to do that. I just figured that was a good reward for Patreon. I really can't think of any other rewards at this point. So yeah, I just thought that was fair. And if you guys can think of any other rewards for Patreon, let me know. I've been considering doing early access for a while. If you pledge $3 a month, then you get early access to my videos. Which isn't really saying much, again, because I upload my videos like only a day before. Usually, sometimes even just the night of. And I just don't have the ability to let people see it early at that case, but... yeah, so it's like... Patreon is great for those of you who really want to help out the channel more, especially on a monthly basis. If you want to do one-time donation, that's what the donation bar is for. That's what the link in the description is for. But if you want to really help out the channel, Patreon is the way to do it. Even just $1 a month helps out. But I don't know what kind of rewards to do. Like, if you do $1, then you get a personal thank you at the end of my videos for every video that month. If you guys watch my videos, then you'll see the end card now includes the Patreon supporters of the month and a list of every single one. If you do $5, you get your Splatoon session with me. And I just can't think of anything else. So yeah. Can I put my sub count on screen? I don't really see the point in that. I don't care about numbers. All I know is I have, what, 184,000 something? I don't care for sub count, honestly. Like, when I hit 250,000, then I'll be excited. But until then, there's really no point in keeping track of every single sub. I do appreciate every single sub, but at some point, 184,312 is not any more impressive than 184,311, if that makes sense. We're going through this pretty quickly. I think this is about 1 reset per 45 seconds on average. Maybe even faster. Will I be sponsoring Amino again? I don't know. It depends on if they reach out to me. I'm sure that they'd love to, because every time I've done it, they've gotten so many new people, but it really depends on them, not me. You're not being annoying, Amanda. Don't worry. How do you do a Pokemon Battle Me? Well, I don't exactly have a team, so I'm guessing the correct answer is you can't. I'm sorry, Formus, I'm not looking for any new moderators at this time. Well, I don't have Skul merchandise. Whenever I do merchandise, it's just a one-off shirt or something. Speaking of, I probably will be doing a run of Zippy shirts next month, but that's about all. I don't have any, like, a dedicated shop or anything. Am I going to continue hide and seek or Splatoon 2? Planning on it. Guess it depends on if there are any good spots. As soon as I get my shiny and calling it a day. Well, I'm not expecting to get the shiny this stream. That'd be insanely early. Because my odds are still over 1 in 2,000. For any of these to be a shiny. Individually, they're over 1 in 8,000. It's just, there's 3 of them, so it's 1 in 8,000, plus 1 in 8,000, plus 1 in 8,000. So it's 3 in 8,000, which is about 1 in 2,000, 600 or 700 something. Well, thank you, Yoshi. I appreciate it. Also, Yoshi is my favorite Mario character. Well, it's not exactly odds of 1 in 2,000. It's odds of 1 in 2,000 and something. I'll look this up real quick, actually, on my phone here. So, 8, 1, 5, 6, divided by 3. Pretty sure it's 8156. I could be wrong. The odds are about 1 in 2,700, which is better than just randomly finding one in the wild in the current games, but it's still pretty low. That'll just make it even more exciting when I finally do find it. Should you give up hope on finding a Switch? No, you'll find one, I guarantee it. It'll just... You just gotta be on top of things and looking for it. What character do I play as in Mario Kart? Well, mostly in the new ones I play as the Inkling Girl. But I'm also really good at Rosalina and Yoshi. Favorite evolution is Sylveon. So I need to put this out there while I'm thinking about it. Like I said, I have my first episode of the N64 Chronicles coming out later this month. I want you to be honest. I don't want you to say automatically yes. I want you to honestly tell me. Are you going to watch it? I'll be reviewing The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So, are you interested in watching that? And if not, then could you tell me why? Because if just the thought of it puts you off, then fine. But if it's just because it's not one of the series of mine that you usually watch, then I really would encourage you to give it an exception anyway. Because I'm pouring a lot of time and effort into that. I'm not kidding. I poured like 50 hours of footage I have recorded of it. So I've got to edit all that down. I've got to... I have to write the script and shoot it and stuff like that. And I really do hope that you'll make an exception and give it a watch. Because... yeah, it's a lot of effort. And it's the beginning of what I hope to be a really successful series of me reviewing N64 games. And plus, I've been working on this for like 6 months, off and on. I started playing the game in January, and I just now finished it, so I really... yeah, like, I made my video of How to Get Surfing Pikachu, put a lot of effort into that, and people gave it a watch, and hopefully, I really do hope that they'll watch this one. So, I guess we'll see how well it does. Just know that that is what I'm putting most of my effort into these days, is the Legend of Zelda N64 Chronicles video. And now that I'm finally done with it, then I'll be able to focus on other N64 games potentially. And yes, there will be some Thanks Nintendos in that video. Execute Order 66. Why do I keep resetting? I'm resetting until one of these starters is a shiny. This is how you get a shiny starter in Heart Gold Soul Silver. You reset until it's shiny. Oh, that's impressive. The derp. Battlefront? Oh, I have Battlefront footage in my computer. I just need to edit it. I haven't had time to because I've been so busy these past few days. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. I know my channel has evolved over time, and I've lost a lot of viewers because of it. And I don't blame them, seriously. I started out as a TCG channel. I'm probably never doing TCG again, so I don't blame people for leaving. But my interests have evolved, and what I want to do has evolved, and as a result, I'm doing stuff now that I would never have thought of before, but I'm enjoying this more than I enjoy the TCG. And I'm just glad that people are still around watching it. Maybe not, you know, a high retention rate of people, but there are still people who will be happy to watch my stuff, and that really does make this the best job in the world, that I can post videos of whatever I want and people will be there to see it. What if I got a shiny on my first try? Would I just end the stream? Well, I can't think of any better way to end the stream. Oh, I'm not planning on playing it, Alima. I'm planning on just putting it on my shelf and letting it collect dust. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Battlefront again, like, a lot. Your game freezes sometimes. I have never had a DS or 3DS game freeze on me. To my recollection, I can't even think of a time a Game Boy Advance game froze on me. If a Game Boy game ever froze on me, it was only maybe 3 or 4 times, and it was so long ago. Seriously. I've had a few. Actually, just the other day, I was playing Toy Story on the Sega Genesis just to test the game out, because I got it at a retro game store. And it did freeze on me at the first boss, which was unfortunate, but then I played it again after that, and it didn't freeze anymore, so... console cartridge games are more likely to freeze than these little cards. They've done a pretty good job at making these unfreezable. And if they do freeze, it's because usually you have a hack in your game somewhere. What was my first game on this channel? Probably Pokemon something. I don't know, I could go and look it up. How can Game Boy games freeze? Well, because they use cartridges, and cartridges do sometimes freeze. You might do something like bump the cartridge a little too much because you're holding your game with your fingers a little too intensely while you're playing your game. Stuff like that. When I got the female Shining Salandate, your ears broke. Good! Then you felt my reaction in your very heart and soul, Silver. Oh, awesome, Lapice. I am wearing one of my 1-Up Box shirts. I'm being extra careful not to instantly reset after seeing the Chikorita. I've seen so many people fail because the last one is a shiny, but muscle memory makes it so that they reset over it. So I'm trying to teach my muscles now to take a little while after seeing the final one before resetting, because then if it is a shiny, then my muscles will instantly give me that extra second to react and not reset the game. What size shirts do I usually get for my shirts? I usually get a large, sometimes medium. I guess it depends on the shirt. Have I considered playing Monster Hunters with Kayana and company? Well, they would need to get Monster Hunters first. Well, so would I. I'm hoping to get Monster Hunters Double Cross on the Switch. The problem is that it already sold out at PlayAsia, and they don't have plans on bringing it to the West, so I don't know how I'm going to get it. But then there's that new Monster Hunters game that's going to be on, I think, the Xbox? Well, whatever it is, I'll probably get that. It does look like an amazing game. But yeah, I don't have any other Monster Hunter games. Well, I don't have any Monster Hunter games, and I don't think any of them do either. See, the thing is, if we are going to play a game together, we have to have the game. So yeah, my favorite type is Fairy. You're not staying here for 2 hours. That's fine. If you guys feel like leaving, I will be uploading the highlight on my channel whenever I do get the shiny. And seriously, I'm not expecting it today. I'm going to be streaming for like several hours, and I'm not expecting to get it today. I'm not expecting to get it anytime soon. It's just something that takes a while. Who's hyped for the Xbox One X? I have a lot of friends who are, but they are like hardcore gamers, and they have like 4K TVs and all sorts of stuff. I have a regular Xbox One, and it serves me fine, and I don't have a 4K TV, so there's practically no point for me to even get the Xbox One X. And yes, I played both Sun and Moon. I have both. So, let's see. As you can see, the donation goal is for all those amiibo that they announced. $21, and we're only 14% of the way there. I'm not exaggerating on this, folks. $1 will help out in ways you cannot even imagine. So yeah, like seriously, there are a total of 26 new amiibo coming out, including 3 Link amiibo just next Friday, less than a week from now, that I am going to have to go and hunt. It's just going to be a mess. And then there's the 4 Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibo, there's the 5 Super Mario Odyssey amiibo, there's the 6 Smash amiibo, the 3 new Splatoon amiibo, the Pikmin amiibo. I know there's more, I just can't think of them off the top of my head. So, yeah. Needless to say, I need money for all of those. And it does affect my channel because, believe it or not, me hunting and showcasing amiibo is actually a pretty successful series. A pretty well-watched series. So I need those amiibo in order to do it. Or I need money to buy them if I go hunting for them too, so yeah. So that's why the donation goal is for that. Because it is something that goes into my channel. Will I blog my amiibo hunt? You betcha I will. I do every single time. So, Link. I think Majora's Mask Link is a Best Buy exclusive. Skyward Sword Link is an Amazon exclusive. And Twilight Princess Link, I don't remember which exclusive that is. Is that GameStop? Yes, I'm still accepting fan art. I more than welcome fan art. So I have to hunt for at least 2 of those, and then just keep an open tab on my phone for Amazon the whole day. It's going to be a mess. No self-promotion, please. You're here to watch me, not to promote your channel. Right? And if you are here to promote your channel, then please leave. Is it really lagging? Would I be pineapple pens or apple? I don't know what a pen is. Or are you talking about, like, pen and ink? Oh no. Oh no. My sister was supposed to be flying home tonight. They canceled her flight. Oh no. It's not lagging on my end. It must be an issue on yours. Oh no. That's not good. Oh, Connor just donated $1. Donation hype in the chat, everyone. I said donation hype in the chat, everyone! There you go, there you go. And it just showed up. I've got to manually update this. Sorry, guys, hold on. Stream, yeah. I know it's lagging. I know it's lagging. It's only on the video. Hold on. Nope, it is everything. The whole thing just froze. There we go. There we go. Okay, I need to manually update that $1, so bear with me. No, Heart Gold and Soul Silver have not come to the eShop. I think they were on the eShop for Gen 4, but you know, that was 3 generations ago, so. Okay, make it $22. And updated. Just like that. There we go. Now we can get back to this. I am sorry for that lag there, people. It's just my computer. Actually, someone contacted me on Twitter, and they want to give me a high-end gaming PC completely for free. I was blown away. So if that comes in and that's more powerful than this, I should be able to stream with all sorts of extra stuff with no issues whatsoever. No lag. I could do a webcam, I could do a background, all sorts of stuff without lag. So, man, like, if that actually comes true, then that would be awesome. Oh, it's fine, mine, and I understand. Trust me, if your mom says no, I'll be the first to agree with her. Never, ever go against the parents. Just trust me. Seriously, thank you for that $1, Connor. I appreciate it so much. That was so very nice of you. How long have I been a YouTuber? 5 years next month. I started my channel in July 2012. I didn't actually start making videos on a regular basis until, I think, maybe November of 2012, but about 5 years. I haven't been a big YouTuber except since mid-2014, so maybe 3 years now. At least I haven't made a living off of it exclusively since about then, so yeah. You never start a YouTube channel expecting it to become your career. Ask anyone who has become a big YouTuber and they'll be the first to agree with me. It just happened. Have I played any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games? I played a little bit of whoops, that's one too many. What was it? The 3DS one, what was it? Spores of Sky, maybe? No, that's not it. What was it? I don't remember. This is gonna drive me nuts, actually. There we go. We're up to 100, and I've only been streaming for 49 minutes and 15 seconds. Favorite breed of dog or cat? My favorite breed of dog is actually the Husky. Can't have them here because we live in Texas and I don't want them to die of heat exhaustion, the poor things. I don't know anything about cats except that mine is huge. Gates to Infinity, that was it. Thank you. No, ARMS came out yesterday, and I got it yesterday. Yeah, I'm 25. I'm 25 years and 2 weeks and a day old. If I got 3 shinies in a row, what would I do? I'd ask for you guys to pick which one I keep. Because, wow. And that would go down in YouTube history as the best and worst possibility all wrapped into one. Nothing better than that, Steven. Do I have Sun and Moon? Yeah, I have both. Hi, Joltar. Nice to see you. Pokemon Y or X? Well, Y has a Veltal, but X has Charizard X. I don't know. Do I have a senpai? Not really. No, I've only ever gotten one shiny in SOS chaining, and it was my female Salandit. And I'm happy with that. Did I do anything for Father's Day? Well, 1, Father's Day is tomorrow. And 2, my father is dead. So, no. No, I did not. And I am not a father either. So, there. Yeah, Father's Day is tomorrow. It's the 3rd Sunday in June. And today's Saturday. Today is definitely Saturday. Rip resets counter. Is there anything wrong with it? Did I do something wrong? My favorite Soul Silver starter? Well, my favorite Johto starter is Chikorita, but I'll be happy if any of these are shiny because they're all so pretty. Never got the point of Father's and Mother's Day? Really? I'll explain it to you. You take a whole day to appreciate your father or mother. There. There, that wasn't so hard, actually. Wow. Do I plan on buying gold or silver on the Virtual Console? I don't know, because I actually have both of them as physical games. I play both of them on a regular basis. I just switched out batteries, and now both of them have fresh batteries, so I can save whenever I want and stuff. And yeah, I don't know if it would be worth it to spend another $10, $20 to buy them again. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It will be nice moving them up to Gen 7, but I don't know. I missed some resets. Okay, Asia, the only one who's saying that I've missed resets is you. As far as I know, I've gotten it pretty on the nose. What are my hopes of Pokemon on Switch? Oh, this is my sister, actually. I'm sorry, I've got to take this, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I was in a phone call. Like you might have heard earlier, my sister had her flight home canceled from New York, and the airline refuses to refund her for it. Her flight home was supposed to be tonight. Now the earliest that they can fly her out is Monday. Actually, it's not even that. The earliest that they're open to talk with her about this is Monday, because they're closed for the weekend. So, if you guys ever want to fly Spirit Airlines, avoid them like the plague. Also, I tweeted it out. If any of you have Twitter, I appreciate you retweeting it and faving it. This needs as much attention as it can get. They're not even going to refund her flight. This is the stupidest thing ever. So, yeah, I appreciate any extra exposure this can get. Because I tweeted out about this while, like, after I was done with the phone call, but before I came back on stream. I feel so bad for her. I'm just glad that she has a place to stay and extra food and stuff, but that's stupid. Look, Aisha, look, okay, I will go ahead and take time out of playing this to watch the stream just to see if that one encounter is incorrect. Just for you. Just to make you happy. Also, it needs to load. Here we go. Okay, this is 105. What's my Twitter account called? @ShirtOfGoldTCG. That's my YouTube name, but without the skull part. There, it went up to 106. Happy? I was one encounter off. I'm sorry that was such a big deal to you guys that I needed to stop the stream just to verify. Hopes for Pokemon on Switch. I don't have hopes for it. I want to go in with as low expectations as possible, so then I cannot be disappointed. That's what I did with X and Y, and I was blown away. I went into Sun and Moon with high expectations, and every single one of them was crushed. By far. How do I feel about the weather in the country of Texas? Well, right now it's over 100 degrees, or 40 degrees for those of you who use a C instead of an F. So yeah. If I ever did merch, it'd probably just be shirts, honestly. And the video was still playing in the background. One disadvantage to YouTube Red, the videos play in the background even when you close out of them. Whoops. Well, it's gone now, so... No, I didn't particularly like Sun and Moon. The thing with those games is they didn't feel like regular Pokemon games to me. They felt like spin-offs. And I don't really know why. Maybe they just changed too many of the mechanics I was so used to. Like, they got rid of HMs and replaced them with riding Pokemon. There were so many cutscenes and things that you just could not skip. Really, most of the time, it felt like I was watching a movie more than playing a game. I mean, it gave us Lily, who's the single best character to ever come out of the Pokemon games, but man, like, I did not enjoy those games like I thought I would. Hopefully Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are better. And I know people are like, they're the best Pokemon games yet, and I'm like, I just don't see why. It changed way too much of what I knew and loved. Yeah, I'm excited for Battlefront 2. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. Yeah, that's a nice day, Foxy. Like I said, it's about 40 degrees here. Well, 40 Celsius. It's over 100 Fahrenheit. And I know 100 Fahrenheit's only 37 Celsius, but trust me, it does get to 110 sometimes. My first ever live stream? I don't remember. I think I was live streaming the Pokemon TCG online. It was so long ago, I don't remember. And I didn't archive my streams back then either, so it's long gone, whatever it was. Yeah, I'm planning on getting both Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and I don't do shoutouts. Sorry. Oh my gosh, we just got a donation! It is trying its hardest to load. Another $1 from someone. I'm sorry for this lag, people. There's just so much that my computer's trying to process. Whoever it was, thank you for the donation. I'm sorry I couldn't read your message. I'll have to later. But that's another $1 donation hype in the chat, everyone. Seriously, every dollar is appreciated. Whoever donated, please just let me know who you were and what you said in the chat, and I will give you the proper credit right now. That's fine, Crashy. I don't mind. The fact that you have been so supportive of my channel in the past is awesome. Seriously, every single person who supports my channel in any way, even just by watching my videos, you have my personal thanks. It really helps my channel out in ways you just do not and cannot imagine. Well, maybe they're retellings, but Lily is the champion. I would love that, because Lily, as precious as she is, if she were that precious and she were all-powerful as a trainer, she'd be probably the most powerful Pokemon trainer ever. Like, even above Red. Definitely above Ash. Pokemon do I despise? Well, I'm not the biggest fan of Garbodor. Oh, awesome! Rowlet cosplay, huh? I gotta see a picture of that. That sounds fun. Well, they haven't said anything about Lily at all for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think at most they've said that her mom was a good mother, as opposed to Sun and Moon, where she was not a good mother, let's be honest. So that's all that they said about her. Nothing even about her, just about her mom. Got 2 people claiming the rights to the donation. Well, I could always just look it up real quick and see who did it. It's gonna lag the stream a little, though. It's from it's from Asia. Wow. Well, I'm kind of glad that didn't show up. Yeah, it's from Asia, who said, "Moderator, unmute me. I was right. If you aren't sure about what you contest, you should check before muting." I really hope you don't ask for that $1 back. If you just donated just to get noticed, then wow. Just wow. I don't know what else to say. right tally. There we go. I'm pretty sure Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are a retelling of Sun and Moon, but in a parallel universe. Sort of like Oris was a retelling of Ruby and Sapphire, but in an alternate universe. Sort of like that. Except it's more alternate. From what I remember hearing, Guzma, ya boy! Guzma is the professor, and Kukui is the leader of Team Skul. I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. But that should give you an idea of what it was. So, yeah. Hopefully that means they're insanely good games. I don't know why, but I love alternate universes. There's something about them that I like. Like, some of my favorite fan fiction of various films or books or whatever are things that take place in an alternate universe, and not necessarily what could be different if someone had made a different action, but how it could be different if it were set in a different time period, for example, or if it were set in an alternate planet, or if they were different creatures, stuff like that. And that's sort of what we're dealing here with in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, something in between that. Not necessarily if they were in a different planet, or if people had created different options, but just what if we took these characters and placed them in different roles? So your boy Guzma being the professor, and Kukui being the leader of Team Skul. That should give you an idea of how different Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are. Which basically means, I hope not that Lily is evil, because that would just break my heart, but that she is an all-powerful trainer. Because in Sun and Moon, she was just flat out afraid of Pokemon, and she didn't become a trainer till the end. What if she was a trainer from the get-go, and she, with how pure her heart is, she would be all-powerful? That's what I'm hoping for. Of course, we'll see how that actually turns out, but that's what I'm hoping for. Thanks to Ashley Bear for the sub. I'm sorry, I am going to have to turn off that counter. It's just causing too much lag whenever something comes up. I don't know if it's spoilers. It's just a rumor I heard. I read it the first time, Aisha, and I'm also sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I just don't understand why one count is that big of a deal to you, that's all. I'm bound to get these numbers off by maybe as much as 5 or 10 by the time it's all done. It just comes with having to manually update the counter. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you actually double-click it like that. And this is correct. The point is, it's just something that comes about with having to manually do the counter. It's just not that big of a deal to most people. Oh, ironically, here's the legendary Beast song from Heart Gold Soul Silver. So, how many of you have seen Wonder Woman? Don't let that give you hope for Justice League. It's still directed by Zack Snyder. And before you say anything, it's only good if it's good because of Joss Whedon, not because of Zack Snyder. There you go. Okay, you know what? Nope, that's not good enough anymore. I hate that I have to manually moderate the chat. Not that the mods are doing a bad job. The mods are going above and beyond today, seriously. It's just every now and then I have to personally step in because I see some particular action that needs done beyond just deleting the message. Oh, I haven't even gotten that far, L Gamer. I tried going against Red, and he wrecked me, and I haven't been back ever since. Favorite Pokemon movie is Pokemon Heroes. What's the chance of getting a shiny starter? Each of these has a chance of about 1 in 8,156. Something like that. But combined, the odds are 3 in 8,156, so it comes down to about 1 in 2,700. It's still pretty low, but, you know, it's triple the odds of normal, so that's why people like doing this. And I know I like doing this, because all 3 of the starters are beautiful. Am I going to do an ARMS video? I've already done several ARMS videos. They got less and less views as time went on. I think my first one has 10,000 and my last one has 2,000. People just do not enjoy watching me play it by myself. If I had someone to play it with, then I'd probably make quite a few, but I just answered that, Lucario kid. I literally just answered that like a minute ago. You know what? Nope, nope. Sorry, you're done. You're done. I've given you so many chances, Sam. So many chances, and you blew every single one of them. Goodbye. Which starter do I like the most? Out of these, Chikorita. Overall, Snivy. It's adorable. Oh, then I'll just ban all the accounts. Can keep coming back all he wants, doesn't matter. I'll just ban them all. I've done this for years. Long before I started YouTube, I was a moderator for a website, and part of it was just banning accounts as they showed up. I'm used to it. I have the patience. I can do it for hours on end if I have to. Just depends on how much of Sam's life he wants to waste. Because I'm streaming regardless of how much he wants to be a troll. So, yeah. I'm not really looking for more mods right now, good Smurfin. I have plenty right now, as you could say. Wait a minute. For a second I thought that was a shiny. I'm just going blind. Thoughts on the Switch? I think it's Nintendo's best console that they made in a long time. Like, the more I play it, the more I'm convinced that it is probably their best console since the GameCube, if not earlier. It's just so awesome. I love my Switch. I don't have any problems with it either. The screen is fine, no dead pixels, no warping, no nothing. It's just an awesome console, and I love playing it so much. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on the Switch. I think if you can get one, you should get one. And I understand a lot of you want one, you just can't find one. Well, just do your best to find one, because it is worth having. Did I get the yellow Joy-Cons? Yes, I did. So, it got me again. Man, I should probably just look at my DS screen. It's more clear than my computer. What are dead pixels? It's where on a display, there's a single pixel that's always a single color. It doesn't change colors with the video or with the image. It's always like white or blue or something like that. There are ways to fix it, but a dead pixel usually actually isn't a pixel that is completely dead. It's just stuck on a single color. But there are ways to fix that. But my Switch, as far as I know, has 0 issues. It's really, really nice. Will the Switch take over the Wii in popularity? Well, the Wii sold, I think, 101 million units in its lifetime. The Switch, as of right now, has sold maybe 7 million? So it has its work cut out for it, but I think as long as Nintendo keeps supporting it, and third parties keep supporting it, then it really will have a chance of passing the Wii in popularity. I think it's a given by this point it'll pass the Wii U in popularity. It is probably going to pass the Wii U this year alone. By the end of the first year, just 10 months after its release, it will probably sell more units than the Wii U did in its entire lifetime of 4 years, almost 5. So I think it has a shot at passing the Wii. If it doesn't, it'll get close, and it'll just have to settle for being the second best selling Nintendo console. And also, there's something to think about is Nintendo might just not be able to manufacture enough. You know, there's only a finite supply of parts in the world that it takes to make a Switch. And unfortunately, Apple has a monopoly on most of that. So it really will come down to, can Nintendo make enough? Because the demand is there right now. I mean, when's the last time you saw a Switch on the store shelf? I saw one maybe a month after it released. I saw a few on the store shelf at my local Walmart. Then I went there the very next day and they were all gone. So that's the last time I've seen them on store shelves. Yeah, Cheese, I did not hear about that. Could you give me all the information and a source? I'd appreciate it. Don't care. Sam, one account's ruin it for everyone, especially if you make a similar name. So, if there really are multiple people, you can all blame Sam, and Sam alone. Because I am just not going to deal with it. I like this song. This is nice. Oh, the Wii introduced motion controls, but motion controls were a gimmick. Motion controls were a gimmick that Microsoft tried to copy with Kinect, and we saw how well that did. It didn't do well. And then 3D was a gimmick that they tried to do for a few years. That's not working. VR, as far as I'm concerned, is just a gimmick, and it won't go anywhere. Not anywhere anytime soon. It's very limiting. There's only so much you can do with it. So I think they should stop focusing on gimmicks. Now, do I think that a hybrid system is the future of gaming? No. Is it a gimmick? Absolutely. But it's one that people actually like. It's not just something that you can look back on in a few years and say that was stupid. It's something that I think 50 years from now, people are going to look back on and say, that was a good idea. Well, I would use Nightbot, but it doesn't work so well, unfortunately. It works great on Twitch, not so well on YouTube for some reason. Favorite Switch game? Breath of the Wild, and it'll probably remain my favorite Switch game. Although, I have a complete Switch library, so I've at least demoed every game that there is on the Switch, at least the physical games. There's some games that are released digitally that I really want, but I know that they're working on physical versions, like Shantae Half Genie Hero, they're working on a physical version of that. Minecraft, they're working on a physical version of that. I'm waiting for the physical versions, because I like keeping them on my shelf. They display nice. They're nice to look at and say, these are the games I have, and not have to look at your Switch's home screen and have to scroll. You can just at a glance see, okay, I have about 20 games. So, Breath of the Wild, easily my favorite Switch game. It'll probably remain my favorite Switch game. Like I said, in my opinion, it is the best game of all time. It'll be very hard to pass that, although I know everyone's like Super Mario Odyssey has a chance. The thing is, I've never really been a Super Mario fan. And I know that offends people, but I never really enjoyed it. I mean, it's fun to me. I don't find it hard at all. It's something that I could definitely sit down and play for a few hours, but it's not as good to me as playing Breath of the Wild, exploring that huge open world and wanting to overturn every nook and cranny, and at the end just realizing, hey, I gotta go rescue Zelda, and wanting to get through the game as fast as I could, but also taking my sweet time. It's such a fun paradox to have in a game. You want to just sit down and play it for hours on end. I don't have that experience with the Mario games. I just don't. Mario is like, I sit down for maybe an hour and I'm done. Breath of the Wild, I poured over 50 hours into that game. And I know that's nothing compared with some people, but I cannot remember the last time I put that much time into a game within just a few weeks after it released. I'm not seeing myself being that interested in Super Mario Odyssey. Not as interested as I was with Breath of the Wild. Although, they put dinosaurs in Mario Odyssey, so that automatically means I'm excited for it. Travis, that name does not fit. Trust me, it does not fit. Thoughts on ARMS? Well, when I played the Global Test Punch, I had a bad time. I basically showed off all of my footage that I recorded from that. It was exhausting, and I wasn't that good at it either. I'm going to try ARMS again with just regular controls on a regular controller, see how I do then. Because all I did was motion controls the first time. Maybe I'm better with just a regular controller, we'll see. I'm willing to give it another shot. Favorite champion is Diantha. Favorite character in ARMS? Ribbon Girl. Yes, I've heard of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Cayenne is in love with it. Never seen it myself. Or played it. I don't know. Is it even a video game? I don't know. I am not into it myself, but I know what it is. Your favorite champion is Mipha. Oh, if you're talking about the Breath of the Wild champions, then yes, Mipha. But if we're talking about Pokemon champions, then Diantha. Does Fishy have a Switch? Yep, all four of us have a Switch. Fishy just got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so the video of that will be up tomorrow, for any of you who are interested. Do I want a Moon Meganium? No. I have a complete living Pokédex in Moon. I don't need anything, really. And anything I want, I prefer getting myself. It's more rewarding that way. It's Mario Kart 8, but it's deluxe! Yeah, very good, Fishy, very good. Yeah, how many of you have Switches? And if you do, what's your favorite game on it? There's no lag on my end, Black Dragon. If there's lag, it has to be on your end. Because I'm getting high CPU usage, but I'm not getting any dropped frames, and my bitrate is, like, over 1100 at all times. So there's no lag. I'm hallucinating that these are shinies. One of my thumbnails have stolen artwork. Which one's real, Sam? I try my best whenever I use other people's art to acknowledge them and get permission from them. So if I missed one, then please let me know so I can fix that. My favorite meme. Cassian said I had to. It's so fun. I actually met Alan Tudyk. He's a great guy. But like, one of my best friends was getting married, and he wants a Star Wars themed wedding, so he wants me to be there dressed as a stormtrooper. And I told him, I'll be there for you. Cassian said I had to. I know it's not a well-known meme, but it's my favorite. I also like Donald Trump saying, "You are fake news." I post that on Twitter all the time to people that post fake news, and it's so funny. Like, say what you want about the guy, but he is very meme-worthy. He has some very fun memes come out of him. Do I know Chugga Conroy? Yeah, he and I are friends. Why? Oh, Joltar. I would like either the Shiny Pichu, which gets you Spiky-Eared Pichu, which triggers the Celebi event, which gets you back in time in Heart Gold Soul Silver, or Arceus. I would like either of those, but as you can imagine, those are both very popular cards. So, yeah, they're like $300 each. I don't have the justification to get those. I even bought Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut for the N64 for $300, and I could justify getting that. I cannot justify getting an Arceus cartridge. Favorite item in Breath of the Wild? Ooh, good question. Probably the, I don't even know. Wow, there's so many items. Probably the reward for getting all the Korok seeds. When is he posting Gen 5? Whenever I get to it, I suppose. Paraglider. Yeah, Paraglider's pretty good. But it has nothing on Mipha's Trident. My favorite color Yoshi? Oh, good question. I actually really like yellow Yoshi. Something about it I like. Plus pink Yoshi. Actually, pink Yoshi is the Yoshi that I main in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Oh, congratulations, Blaze. That gives me encouragement. Almost up to 200 resets, and I've only been streaming for a little over an hour and a half. Do I know Munching Orange? I know who he is, I don't watch his videos. My favorite TV show other than Pokemon. Actually, Pokemon's not even my favorite. My favorite TV show is a 90s sitcom called Home Improvement. It starred Tim Allen. You guys probably know him as the voice of Buzz Lightyear. But in the 90s, he was a very well-known guy. And I loved Home Improvement. It was funny from beginning to end. When do new amiibos come out? Well, the next amiibos come out next Friday, the 23rd of June. The 3 Legend of Zelda amiibo. Twilight Princess Link, Majora's Mask Link, and Skyward Sword Link. I'm going to have to hunt for all 3 of them. That will not be fun. But I'll do it! Because I like you, and because I need them for my collection. That's when the next ones come out. I don't think any come out after that until July 21, which is when a total of 9 come out. And I have all of them pre-ordered except for 3. Alternate Cloud, Alternate Corrin, and the Inkling Squid of all things. But I have all the others pre-ordered. Have I seen Cars 3? No, I have not, and I don't have any interest. Did I beat Breath of the Wild? Yes, I did. Is the amiibo money from last stream? Most of it is, but $2 have been donated this stream, and once again, thank you to the people who donated that. But yeah, seriously, every dollar helps. When there's $150 for all those amiibo, not to mention the few that I haven't even pre-ordered yet. This is just to cover what I pre-ordered. There's still like maybe 6 that I haven't pre-ordered that I'm going to need to hunt for, because it's either impossible to pre-order them or I missed the pre-order window. That's a lot of money to spend on glorified children's toys. If you guys haven't seen my honest trailer for Amiibos, go watch it. Yeah, Joltar. Actually, I think my Pokédex is increased by 5 since I started it. I got my very first seal. I got a Cloyster thanks to it. I've gotten a Quilava. I've gotten plenty of Charmander candies. The one thing that I haven't gotten that I really, really want is... Oh, I got a Piloswine too. The one thing I really want that I haven't gotten yet is a Lapras. I don't have one. I've never even seen one. No, that's fair, Travis. Never, ever donate if you really don't want to. Seriously. I only want your money if you want me to have your money. I don't want it to be any other reason. If you are uncomfortable with donating, then please don't. There are other ways to support my channel than by sending me money. Just know that the money is going towards stuff that is tied in with the channel. Tonight, we honor the hero who gave me the best Battlefront game of all time a few nights ago. I really hope you're going to post that on your channel. That was amazing. I still can't believe we won that. That was just amazing. Let's resist the shut up and take my money here. Just when you want the shiny, but it doesn't show up. Yeah, I'm not expecting the shiny to show up today, honestly. The odds are over 1 in 2,700. Pixar didn't happen, Amanda. I missed the shiny. No, I didn't. Nice try, troll. Bet you think it's real funny, huh? Oh, well. The whole coalition squad is here almost. Wow. Please make more amiibo hunting videos. Don't worry, I will. Next Friday, I've got a hunt for 3 of them, all of which are store exclusives, so I will need all the luck in the world and some extra money. Because you can't get discounts on pre-orders if you can't pre-order, right? So, yeah, that's like an extra $4 per amiibo, and there's 3 of them, so I'm basically paying for a full other amiibo. I swear that I thought that was a shiny at first. No, it's fine. No, I will name the shiny when I get it, but I'll turn to you guys in the chat to name it for me. Good luck on the amiibos. Thanks, I'll need it. See, the stupid thing is I have almost all the others pre-ordered. I only have 6 altogether I haven't. The 3 that release on Friday, and then 3 of them that release on July 21, and I have everything else pre-ordered, including the ones that come out all the way at the end of the year with Breath of the Wild DLC 2. So, yeah, I mean, somehow I managed to miss out on the pre-orders for the 3 that are going to be the hardest to get. And also Alternate Cloud and Corrin and Inkling Squid version 2, randomly enough. Thoughts on the Mario Odyssey amiibo? I like them. I'm glad to see that Goomba's getting an amiibo. It's long overdue. I actually do like all the amiibo that they've released. I mean, I'm maybe not a fan of the Animal Crossing amiibos, especially the cards, but, you know, they look nice on the shelf, even if I can't remember their names. Will Skul find the amiibo? Find out next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. What happened if Robert took my Wii U? Yeah, like, what's he gonna do with it? Seriously. Like, I would really miss that thing. I'm going to keep it, but only because there's 2 games worth playing on it at this point. Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. I've either sold or traded in everything else, because it's either getting a re-release on the Switch or it's just not worth playing. Seriously. Splatoon is literally the only game on the Wii U that doesn't have a port on another console, either 3DS or Switch. What's with that? Nintendo really hated the Wii U. I'm keeping it because of the history of it, not because I actually like it. After they end online support for the Wii U, there won't even be a reason to play Splatoon. Then you're stuck with Super Smash Bros. 4, which you could play probably on the Switch by that point, or even a later console. So, at some point, there will literally be no reason to own a Wii U. Think about that. Joltar. Okay, that made me actually laugh. That was good. That was clever. You can play the Battle Dojo, yeah, because that's what everyone's gonna want a retro Wii U and retro Splatoon for, to play Battle Dojo. Don't get me wrong, I like my Wii U. It was the first console I ever personally bought. What would I say if you donated $500? Well, donate $500 and I'll tell you. Oops. There we go. Don't get me wrong, I loved my Wii U, but there's just no reason to own one anymore. Everything on there is either on the Switch or 3DS. The one exception is Splatoon, and that's getting a sequel which looks to be better than the original, so there. Wii U really was just a failure of a console. Like, the only one that even comes close besides that is maybe, well, definitely, Virtual Boy, but that wasn't meant to be a competitive console. It was meant to be a gimmick thing, just to tide people over until the Game Boy Color came out. Or Game Boy Advance. No, just Game Boy Color. So, yeah. The Wii U was meant to be the next big thing. It was meant to compete with the Xbox and the PlayStation, and Nintendo, what were you thinking? Just wow. So how are things? Things are good. I saw Wonder Woman last night. It was good. I liked it a lot. And now, this shiny hunt is going a whole lot faster than I thought it would. I mean, I'm at 219 resets, and I haven't even been streaming now for just barely over 100 minutes. This is more than 2 resets in a minute. This is nice. Well, I mean, technically, Joltar, the last Wii U game is Breath of the Wild, and that is selling well on the Wii U. But, you know, most people who wanted to play it just bought a Switch. Like, I know I was among them. I got a Switch on launch day, and I got Breath of the Wild, and honestly, that was the best 2 weeks of video gaming I think I've ever had in my life. Can he hit his $150 goal? Now, that's a good question. He would very much like to, because that's a very deep hole that has been burned into his wallet for all those amiibo, and he would really like to to offset that burn. This money will act as a burn heal. We'll put it that way for the wallet. Well, I mean, Breath of the Wild is the last AAA title they put on the Wii U. It was the last first-party game developed for the Wii U. I mean, they're even putting, like, Just Dance 2018 on the Wii U later this year. The Wii U's not completely over, but the Wii's not completely over either. They're putting Just Dance 2018 on the Wii. But Nintendo is done with the Wii U. I mean, in the last week, I think I read that they sold 7 Wii U's in the world. That means somewhere in the world, someone bought a Wii U a day in the past week. Most of them in Japan. So, just think about that. It's dead. The Switch is what they're focusing now, as they should. The Switch is what the Wii U should have been from the beginning. It's such an amazing system. I'm blown away by what it is capable of. To the point where I'm convinced if they had made it a dedicated home console, Xbox One X would not have stood a chance. But they went with the hybrid because they thought people might like taking their AAA titles on the go. And you know what? They're right, and it's working out perfectly. They've sold, what, 7-8 million Switches? They've sold over half of what the Wii U sold in its lifetime, and they've sold that in just the past 3 months. It's amazing. Have I licked the cartridge yet? Yeah, I have. It tastes like apple seeds. You know why? Because it is. It's cyanide poison. It's horrible. Don't do that, kids. Yep, the Wii does have Call of Duty, and believe it or not, even now, it has a pretty active user base. Which I find amazing. So if they were to put Call of Duty on the Switch, I guarantee it would have a lot of people playing on it, myself included. Unfortunately, it looks like Call of Duty World War II will not be on the Switch. I'm probably going to get it anyway, for either Xbox or PlayStation. I haven't decided yet, but the fact that the Switch is now capable of running it, that is awesome. It means Nintendo has finally caught up, and this is why I'm arguing the Switch is their first true 8th generation console, and that the Wii U, if it even counts as one, well, yeah. Do I like Doctor Who? Never seen it. I do know the Weeping Angels, but that's about it. This is why you're all in here, right? To hear me talk about Nintendo consoles? Oh, nice, Mudflip. Awesome. Oh yeah, Rocket League is coming to Switch. I'm definitely going to get that. I've been wanting to play Rocket League forever, and I'm glad that they're finally putting it to the system. And what's even better is I think I heard the devs say that it's only going to be a $20 game. Very reasonably priced. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that game so much. I'm looking forward to all the future Switch games, honestly. There's not much right now that I'm not looking forward to. There's even some Japanese ones that I'm going to have to import anyway that I actually want to play, like Monster Hunter Double Cross. A lot of them. Where do the donations go? If you use the link in the description of the video, then it goes straight to my PayPal. If you use the Super Chat button, which is the $sign underneath the chat, then it just gets tacked onto my next paycheck from YouTube. But it goes straight to me, is what it comes down to. Either way works. Just one takes a little while, the other is instantaneous. It doesn't matter either way. It goes to the same place. What controller do I use in Smash for? I prefer the GameCube controller. I do have the adapter for it. I managed to get that on release day. I was so excited, especially when I heard they were being scalped for like $100 after that. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Well, that is coming to the Switch, so yeah. Yeah, Lucario Kid, I appreciate everyone who's in here. Seriously, it's awesome to have so many people in here that I can just chat to while I'm shiny hunting. Yes, Yoshi is, Travis. My least favorite Switch game right now? Tough question. 1-2 Switch. There, that wasn't so tough. Oh, Bayonetta on the Switch would be awesome. Honestly. Nintendo won E3 by posting a 10-second layered JPEG of an announcement that Metroid Prime 4 is in the works. They didn't show footage. They didn't show the release date. They just said it's in the works. They won E3 with 10 seconds of a still image. Seriously. So, Metroid on the Nintendo Switch. Holy crap. Chaga Conroy didn't recently hit 1 million. He hit it a fairly long time ago, as I recall. But then there's also, you know, Bayonetta on the Switch. Yoshi and Kirby on the Switch. We know for sure those are coming. But think about it. They can bring anything to the Switch. This amazing, powerful, hybrid game console. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe it. This is a great time to be a Nintendo fan, to own a Nintendo console. It has not been this worth owning a Nintendo console since GameCube or earlier, maybe the N64. It's just amazing. Go for a Virtual Boy collection. Funny enough, I have actually played a Virtual Boy. They had a kiosk, a demo of it at the Penny Arcade Expo here in Houston last October. I played it, my eyes hurt after 10 minutes. I've been thinking about maybe going after a complete game set for that, and it's easy because there's only like 20 games, not even that. It's tempting, but really my focus right now is the N64. Luckily, I have over 1/8 of that library right now, and maybe another half of it I can get for under $10 a game. And I just bought Sculptor's Cut off eBay for $300, which is actually a steal. That's how expensive it is. So once I get that, there's only like 2 or 3 games that are over 100. All of them are under 100. Most of them are under 10. So from here on, it's basically smooth sailing. Now you really want a Nintendo Switch. You should get a Nintendo Switch. It is worth getting. Seriously. If for any other reason, Breath of the Wild. Not good enough for you? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Upcoming, Splatoon 2. Also out right now, ARMS. All these exclusive games that you just can't play anywhere else. And they're all amazing. Oh, it's fine, Lucario Kid. I personally didn't even get into Metroid until recently. I haven't even played any of the games yet, but I've seen gameplay footage of it, and it's just so amazing. I'm really getting into it. I'm digging it so much now. Probably because I'm older. Pink Turtle Gamer, no, I'm playing this on an actual 3DS. This is modded with a special capture card so that I can record the video straight to my computer, and that's what I'm doing. I'm playing an actual copy of Soul Silver on an actual 3DS. Oh, that's exciting, Jangos. Definitely share when you get it, because, yeah, the more people with the Switch, the better. There's just so many reasons to have a Switch right now. The Wii U, at most, topped out at 4. Ever. Games that were necessary to have on that and nothing else. In my opinion, that would be Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros. 4, and Pokken Tournament. Maybe Super Mario Maker. But anything else just wasn't worth playing. Or at least not worth getting a Wii U for. And now, I've traded in 2 of those games because ports are coming to Switch. I traded in Mario Kart 8, got half off of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I traded in Pokken Tournament, and as a result, I'm going to get half off of Pokken Tournament DX. So, yeah. No, people liked Super Mario Maker. Like, a lot of people really love that game. I'm just not one of them. I've got it. I really wanted to like it, but I just couldn't. Same with Pokken Tournament. I wanted to like that game. A dedicated Pokemon fighting game? I wanted to like that. That's something that I've been dreaming of my whole life, but then I played it and I just couldn't get into it. There's definitely a learning curve there and a difficulty gap or a skill gap. If you go online, people are either much better than you or much worse than you, and it just does not make for fun gameplay. I don't even mean for my channel, I mean just in general. I do not like playing games where it's either you're better than someone or worse than someone, and there's very little equality. But that's the way most fighting games are, especially 3D fighting games. Like, ARMS is another one. Like, it's pretty obvious that you're either good at that game or you're not. Did I go to E3? No. I don't have a reason to go to E3. I prefer, if there's something that I'm interested in at E3, I just watch the stream on YouTube from my home, where I don't have to worry about spending thousands of dollars. Did I play KOF 98 for the Switch? I do not know what that is. I'm sorry. Is that like a download-only game? My favorite Switch game, Breath of the Wild. Easy. Oh, Amanda, that's just a whole part of growing up. Unless you're a guy. Guys, don't be curious. Because other guys are gross. Oh, I'm almost up to a complete number for the Johto Pokédex, and I've only been streaming for not even 2 hours. 1 hour 55, actually. Did I play any of the Shadow Pokemon games? No, but I have a GameCube, and I really want to get them. Oh, yeah, AC. No. The only eShop game I have is Snipperclips. There's a few that are currently only on the eShop, but either there are physical game versions of them planned, or in the works, or even hopefuls, and as a result, I'm waiting out for the physical game. One of the big ones is Shantae Half Genie Hero. I really want to play that, but I need to wait for the physical game first. The only digital game I have is Snipperclips. There we go, complete Johto Pokédex. The paid online service for Switch. Well, I'm already paying for Xbox Live and PlayStation Network, so paying $20 a year it costs a third of what I do for that, and if it means more stable servers to play my favorite games, then I'm all for it. I do not mind paying $20 to Nintendo to give me stable online gaming. I'm paying $60 to Microsoft and another $60 to Sony for the exact same experience. Plus, you get access to their virtual console of all those classic games, and you can play whatever games you want as long as you're subscribed. So, yeah. So if I want to play, if I ever am in the mood to play the original Super Mario Brothers, and I just happen to have my Switch on me, then I can just switch to it and play it for a few minutes, and I don't have to worry about paying for it or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I have, like, no complaints about it, actually. I'm surprised they didn't do that with the Wii U. How far am I in Breath of the Wild? I've already beat it. I beat it within 2 weeks of getting it. Am I interested in Miitopia? No, not really. Miis were a fun concept, but I think Nintendo thinks that they're more popular than they really are. They should have just left it on the Wii. The Mii's on the Wii. Now they're on 3DSs, it's on the Wii U, it's on the Switch, it's everywhere. I do not like the Mii's. Why do I not live stream Zelda? Well, I didn't before because I was just playing it all the time, and I had regular videos to go up and stuff. I had a Funny Moments video go up, but mostly it was just, I don't know, I wanted it to be a more intimate experience of me just playing the game however I wanted without worrying about messing up and people laughing at me or whatever. I just wanted it to be me and the game, and that was the best way that I could have played it. I know there are plenty of people who stream it all the time, like I know Fishy, he got like several hundred viewers when he was streaming Zelda. It's very good for him to do that. But me personally, I just like just playing that on my own. Why am I doing soft resets instead of Masuda method? Because it's more fun this way. Plus, I can't exactly get a foreign Pokemon in this game anymore, can I? Not unless I have a foreign game to trade it to directly, because the online service for the DS is out. Because, I mean, the DS service ended, I think, in 2011, so 6 years ago. I could be wrong, could be 2012, or even 2013. But it was a while ago, so there's no way to get a foreign Pokemon in these games anymore, so... yeah. Wait, Fishy streams Zelda? Yeah, he did it all the time for, like, the past 3 months. Do I have Gen 6? Yeah, I have Y and Omega Ruby, and I need to get the other 2 games someday. To Deadpool or Deathstroke. I'm not a fan of either of them. I don't think Fishy is planning on streaming anytime soon. He is on a trip now through the end of July, and when he comes back, he's probably going to be working most of the time. My favorite rival is probably Silver. What started when I want to be shiny? Well, I'm okay with any of them being shiny, but if I could pick one, I would probably pick Chikorita, because it's my favorite of the starters. Has Kyle ever streamed before? I don't think so, actually. Ever played Shovel Knight? Nope. Is Fishy going to show up less in videos? No, we planned ahead, and we had a huge recording session where I have enough footage for him to appear in videos for a long time. It's just, don't expect much on his channel, I guess is what I need to say. You have a Japanese copy of Pokemon Platinum. Okay. Well, in that case, you could trade Pokemon between games, but you would need 2 DSs and it would need to be local. There's no online capabilities on the DS games anymore. Just the 3DS games. And even then, I'm sure when the games are released on the Switch, and the main series Pokemon games, they're probably going to shut off all the online capabilities of the 3DS. I wouldn't be surprised if they shut off the Wii U online capabilities here soon. Probably, like, within the next year. Ever played League of Legends? Nope. What am I doing for my second channel? I'm not using it anymore. I stopped using it within a month. I really should not have done that. I should not have made it at all. I'm stupid. Nope, never played Plants vs. Zombies. Do a Splatoon 2 live stream. Well, if I get a better computer by then I might. And I just might get a better computer. And if I do, then I'll be happy to stream Splatoon 2. If I could choose any one Pokemon game for each generation, what would it be? Pokemon Yellow for Gen 1, Silver for Gen 2, Emerald for Gen 3, Platinum for Gen 4, White 2 for Gen 5, Y for Gen 6, and Moon for Gen 7. My favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Silver. Yes, I'm getting Splatoon 2 on release day. What do you think? Whoops. What do I think of the new amiibos for Splatoon 2? Well, I'm always excited when there are new amiibos coming out. I'll actually load a spreadsheet real quick. That's my Switch games. Hold on. So, upcoming amiibo. Cloud, Corrin, and Bayonetta, and their alternates. That's 6. Inkling, Boy, Girl, and Squid. That's 9. The 3 Link amiibos next Friday. That's 12. Pikmin. That's 13. Mipha, Daruk, Rivali, and Urbosa. That's 17. Chrom and Tiki from Fire Emblem Warriors. That's 19. Samus and Metroid from Metroid, that's 21, and then Mario, Peach, Bowser, Goomba, and Green Koopa, that's 26. Of those, I'm actually either most excited for Mipha or for the Samus and Metroid amiibos, because, man, those look good. Those look really good. I'm really excited for that. I'm holding off pre-ordering the Metroid Samus Returns until the Collector's Edition goes up on Amazon. I want the Collector's Edition. That's one of the few non-Pokemon 3DS games I'm going out of my way to get. That is how excited I am to play it. You're curious how the moderators became moderators? Well, most of them are either friends of mine, or I know them from other websites, or I know them outside of just being in the chat all the time, is basically what it comes down to. Some of them I see in the chat all the time. They're consistently here. They're consistently well-behaved, and they know how to moderate, so I just make them moderators. And like I said, I'm not really looking for new moderators, so... But yeah, that's how I pick my mods. Most of them, like I said, I know outside of the chat. I've already done that flying derp. The highlight is on my channel. Okay, I've been doing this for a while now. I need to get a drink. I'm going to go to 275 and then get a quick break. Have I ever eaten Whataburger? Yep, I live in Texas. We have them all over here. Their burgers are huge. That's why it's called What a Burger. And that's the truth. Ever going to do another Splatoon with fans? At this point, I'm only planning on playing with fans through Patreon. Sort of an exclusive thing for them. Am I excited for Mario Rabbids? Not really. It has to be the weirdest mashup in video game history, at least that I've ever seen. Well, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to get the collector's edition. I'm just going to get the regular one. I'm going to get it 20% off anyway, so... Okay, that's 275. And let's just go ahead and do one more, and then I'll take a quick break because I really do need some liquids. Well, that's it. No starter here. No shiny starter here. So, calling it a quick break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Probably like 2 minutes. That's it. Told you I'd be back. Here we are. You heard the GameCube games are coming to Virtual Console on Switch. Yeah, I heard there was going to be a Virtual Console on Switch. Yeah, mind-blowing, right? There's not one. They lied. Sucks. I don't care. Like, if you like those games so much, why don't you play them on the original console that they were designed for? That's what I don't get. What makes you so excited to play $10 for a game that you probably paid for 5 times already? I don't get that. Seriously, if I want to play, say, for example, Pilot Wings on the Super NES, I'm going to play Pilot Wings on the Super NES. I'm not going to play Pilot Wings on the Switch. Although it does come with the free online service. If it comes with the free online service, then I'll probably pick it up every once in a while. But still, why would I pay extra money for a game I already own several times over? I don't get why people are so excited to do that. Like, they were very disappointed there was not a virtual console announcement at E3, and I'm like, why? I legitimately do not understand why you want that so much. I think the Arms music is pretty good. I'm indifferent to Queen. I know who they are. I don't recall any of their music, though. So... Well, Caitlin, you could, but that's illegal, so... Just seriously, have the original console. They're cheap. I got a Sega Genesis the other day for $40. $40. You know how much Sonic the Hedgehog is on the original Sega Genesis? Like $5. So you can get a Genesis and a few games for it for under $50. Granted, the NESs are like $75 right now, but still, like... I don't know. Here's the thing. Like I said, if you want to buy a game on a new system, you probably already own it several times over on a previous system's virtual console as well. So why would you do it again? Like, if the Wii U has Super Mario Brothers, why would you buy it again for the Switch if you still have your Wii U? And most people who had a Wii U still have a Wii U because you can't, because the Switch is not backwards compatible. So yeah. It's just something I do not understand. But that's just one man's opinion, and as with everything, my opinion is usually extremely unpopular. You should hear my political views sometime. Don't. So, yeah. I'm very opinionated, and usually my opinions are the exact opposite of what people, or what most people think about, so, yeah. My favorite shiny Pokemon is Zoroark. Yes, I did, silly Sylveon, but that's mostly just because I'm going for a complete Switch library and not a complete Wii U library. So any Wii U games that are being re-released on the Switch, I'm just going to get rid of because I'm going to get them all over again. Plus, that helps fund those games on the Switch. I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for $30. It's a $60 game and I got it half off because I traded in Mario Kart 8. The only two games I have left on the Wii U are Super Smash Bros. 4 and Splatoon. I'm not getting rid of either of them because Splatoon is going to be fun forever, and even after they stop the online service, I'm going to like to keep it because of the sentimentality behind it. Smash I'm not getting rid of because I've spent like $100 on all the DLC on that thing, thanks Nintendo. So I really don't want to sell it and lose all that money I've invested into it. Everything else I had no attachment to. Mario Kart 8, which is a game that came with my system, I was more than happy to trade in because I got the deluxe version. Pokken Tournament, which I only kept because it's a Pokemon game, I was more than happy to trade in because they're re-releasing it on the Switch with all the stuff that they should have been updating in the game from the get-go. So yeah. So yes, I am buying the games all over again, but it's because I'm going for a complete physical Switch library. So there are some games that people are going to be more than willing to buy all over again for the simple reason that you can take those games with you on the go. I get that. For some people, it's going to be their 4th time buying Skyrim this year. For a lot of people, it's going to be their 2nd or 3rd time buying a game like, say, I don't know, Rocket League. There's all sorts of games coming to the Switch that people are going to want to buy again just because it's portable. I get that. And in that case, the Virtual Console is a fun idea. But I still don't understand what the appeal is of bringing Contra with you on the go when you could focus on Breath of the Wild instead. You can upgrade your Mario Kart 8 for free. Oh, just drop it on the table and put a deluxe sticker on it? Yeah, Fishy told me that trick. I don't think he understands how that worked. You beat Whitney and Crystal with only a male Koala. Nice. No, Splatoon's not getting a port to the 3DS. The fact that Splatoon 2 is coming to the Switch tells me it'll never get a port to 3DS. Honestly, I think that the 3DS is just incapable of playing the what's required of Splatoon. The hardware is just not able to do it. That's what I think. And if they do put Splatoon on the 3DS, I probably won't buy it. I'll probably just stick with the Switch version. You know, Splatoon 2. My least favorite part of Breath of the Wild. Spoiler alert. So if any of you haven't beaten the game yet, then just mute the stream for 10 seconds. I'll make it real quick. Spoilers, 3, 2, 1. The fact that you cannot look through Hyrule Castle after the game's over. The fact that there's no post-game. That's my least favorite part of it. Everything else was perfect in my opinion. Later, Lucario Kid, thanks for being in here. Also, where is my donation goal? Huh? There it is. It just popped back up. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Yeah, I saw that, and I also saw how bad it was. What's my hope for a shiny starter? That I see one? I'll be happy with any of them being shiny, honestly. I just know this is going to take forever. That's my opinion on crossplay on the Switch. I'm all for it. I've been wanting crossplay between consoles forever. It's just very unlikely because Sony doesn't want to do it because, yeah. I mean, you can crossplay on Rocket League between the Switch, PC, and Xbox, but not PlayStation. I love the idea of crossplay. Like, I wish it's been a thing forever. It's just not because gaming companies are selfish. They want it to be, if you have an Xbox and you want to play with your friends on the PlayStation, one of you needs to get the other system. It's a way of them selling more systems. And thus, yeah, it's just them being selfish. I'm very glad to see that there's at least going to be some crossplay capabilities between Microsoft and Nintendo for at least one game, and probably a lot more in the future. Do I have any tips for recording? Not really. Good lighting is always a good one. You might see in some of my older videos the lighting wasn't too good. If you get some good lights, even a lamp that you can point in your direction, that'll help out a lot. Having a good microphone is also a good idea, but obviously this one's not too good, is it? Awesome, Ghostly. I hope it didn't use self-destruct. Do I want Splatoon 2 for Wii U? No, I do not. I want the Wii U to just be left alone. It had its chance and it failed miserably. Let the Switch shine. No, I hope so too, Melody. A shiny female starter would be amazing. How good is Breath of the Wild? Well, I consider it the best video game of all time. That's how good I think it is. I saw AC. Awesome. My Smash Brothers main is Yoshi. I haven't played Smash Brothers in probably over a year by this point. Do I play Yoshi's Island? Well, Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island on the Super NES is my favorite Super NES game. I love that game a lot. How do you get lots of subs? If I ever find out how, I'll let you know. I still think it's just sheer luck that I have as many subs as I do right now. My opinion on Incineroar. I think it looks awesome. No, I really don't, Tree Man. I want for it just to be Splatoon 2. To the point where if you want to play Splatoon, you need to have a Wii U. Because, honestly, by this point, why else would you have it? Oh, Chocolate just sent me something. Oh, this is from our recording session yesterday. He forgot to send it to me yesterday. Thank you. Okay, I need to move this to the appropriate folder. My favorite color of Yoshi is pink. Have I heard of Wild 104? No, I don't think I have. Did I really skip Totodile and Cyndaquil? I don't think I did. I don't think it's even possible to choose Chikorita first. Have I heard of Roblox? Yes, I've heard of Roblox. No, I haven't played it. My favorite Divine Beast was the, I don't know, maybe the elephant? The elephant or the salamander? Scorpion. Dragon. Whatever it was. The fire one. I guess the elephant, because at least that one I know is an elephant. Favorite Ultra Beast is Pheromosa. My least favorite Pokemon in Sun and Moon? I don't know. No, that's not exactly it, Awesome. The thing is, I do a lot of stuff here on YouTube, and people are subbed for various reasons. A lot of my subs are actually here for the Pokemon trading card game openings, but I don't do those anymore. There's people here for my Splatoon videos, there's here for my everything wrong with the Pokemon movies. There's all sorts of stuff that I do, or have done in the past, that have people sub to me. some of which I just don't do anymore, some of which I do but very rarely. Some I do on a regular basis, but yeah. It's just something that I've sort of come to terms with, is that I'm always going to have a low retention rate just because I focus on so many different things. I don't know, True Mudkip, a zippy open world game would be fun. A Pokemon game, a Pokemon open world game where Zippy is the player. That's what I would like. I appreciate it, Sagasi. And I hope that I'm entertaining outside of my Splatoon videos. I mean, hey, I love those videos myself. I watch them sometimes. But, you know, I make so much more than just Splatoon. So it's nice to get support on other things as well. If I were to meet a Nintendo character, who would I want to meet? Either Samus or Rosalina. I've never been seriously injured like that, Red Streak. I've never been injured to the point where I needed a hospital visit. I think the worst that I've had is I got a concussion when I was 8, but that's about it. I didn't even go to the hospital for that. Just saw a specialist a week later to see if I was okay, and I was. Although I'm pretty sure I'm a little brain damaged because of it. I don't know. That was a joke more than anything. I honestly don't think I am, but who knows. Okay, you're being put in timeout. Thanks, Melody. I appreciate it. Which Nintendo character would I like to marry? Well, considering I'm married right now, I don't think that I would be allowed to say that. Plus, that's a little creepy, isn't it? Ben, I'm happy with whatever shiny pops up, but the one I would prefer is Chikorita, but if it's Totodile or Cyndaquil, I'll be happy. But I think of E3 2017 for Nintendo besides Metroid. I thought that they nailed it. There wasn't a single thing that I didn't like. It was just so good, with so much that I'm excited for. All those Switch games, just so awesome. Especially the Yoshi game. And Super Mario Odyssey finally excited me because they showed a dinosaur in it. What else? Anything that they announced? Well, besides the main series Pokemon game, of course. Let me go ahead and open up my Switch games here real quick. Wow, I've got so many games coming up. So many games coming up. Most of which I pre-ordered, actually. Wow. I'm not that excited for Mario and Rabbids, but there is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and from what they showed off about that, it does look pretty fun. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. My cat is looking forward to getting dinner. Not yet, Alex. By the way, move your tail. I'm going to hit you if you're not careful. Seriously, though, it's hard not to look at Nintendo's E3 and just look at the 10-second preview of Metroid for Metroid Prime 4. Like, I don't know what else to say. That alone won E3. 10 seconds. They didn't show footage. They didn't even show anything besides the Screw Attack logo and Metroid Prime 4 in development. The game couldn't even come out probably until 2019. With Nintendo's track record of delaying games until they're perfect. But that alone was enough to excite me more than ever before. And I wasn't even a Metroid fan until maybe a year ago. I haven't even played the games. None of them. I just got Other M for the Wii a few days ago because it was on clearance at Walmart for $2. And I haven't even played that. I have no interest in playing that one, but my goodness, I have not even played the Metroid games, and that got me excited more than anything else. Because guess what? By the time it comes out, it will have been 15 years since the previous game came out in the Prime series, and 10. No, it's been over 10 since the Other M came out. It'll be 15 since Other M. It'll be 15 since the previous Metroid game. Nintendo's been neglecting that franchise for way too long, and they're finally giving the fans what they want. Thanks, Nintendo. Am I going to do any more Overwatch videos? I'd love to if I get a graphics card for this machine, or if I get a better computer. Either of which is possible at this point, actually. I guess we'll see. But yes, I would like to do more Overwatch videos, if you guys are interested in watching that, of course. How many hours has the stream been so far? 2.5, almost exactly. 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 15, 16, 17 seconds. Oh, we're making really good time on this. 333. Why would you bring up Nogla, Pika Freak? Am I going to do a Yoshi video? I'd love to, because Yoshi looks like such a fun game. I've always loved the Yoshi games. So I probably will do a Yoshi video. Oh, and there was also Kirby announced, I forgot about that. But like, there's all sorts of other games that were announced at Nintendo's Nintendo Direct back in March or April, I think. They showed off, like, for example... Oh, what was it? Something 2. I'm looking this up real quick. Like Hitman 2 or something, was it? This is driving me bonkers. Hold on. Nintendo Switch Hitman 2? Was that it? I don't think that was it. Wait, is it? Well, regardless, there was there were all sorts of games that they announced at that Direct. I mean, there's even going to be Monopoly on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm looking forward to that. Just, this is a really good time to be a Nintendo fan. Yeah, I know Yoshi is actually a real game. It's a puzzle game, as I recall. Can I go into Irish idiot mode? No, no, no. Leave that just to Nogla. Any tips for getting Splatoon 2 on release date? Pre-order it from Best Buy or Amazon. Release date shipping for free. There you go. As long as you have Prime or GPU. GCU. And I'm American. When is the stream going to end? I don't know. I'm good to go. Probably another hour at least. I think I'll aim for 500 resets today. How's that sound? I really love Nogla, but I can't exactly quote him in this stream because I'm kid-friendly, and most of my favorite quotes from him are not kid-friendly. Like, definitely not. Do not watch his videos, kids. He's like, not kid-friendly. Don't worry, I'm still a long ways away from ending this stream. Which one am I hoping for? I'm okay with any of them, but if I were to have a preference, I would go with Chikorita. How exactly did the Wii U fail? Well, commercially, it failed because it only sold 13 million units in its whole lifetime. Compare that with the Wii, which sold almost 10 times that. 100 million versus 13 million. It might have had some good games on it, but most of those didn't even come until after the Wii U was out for 2 years or more. Like, I didn't even get a Wii U until Mario Kart 8 was out, and that was 2 years after it came out. And then there was Super Smash Brothers, and it was only after that they started putting some good games on there. It did not have third-party support. Almost all the games on there, this is its biggest flaw. You could either play on the 3DS or are now coming to the Switch. Almost all of them are no longer Wii U exclusives, so really there's not much of a point to have a Wii U. So yeah. No, you're not annoying me, Amanda. Please stop thinking that you are, seriously. I appreciate interacting with you. I appreciate interacting with all of you. Awesome, Spark. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I've heard of Ark. I don't know if I want it, though. I've heard the reviews are kind of mixed on that. You're from Norway. Oh, hello. Land of the Frozen stuff. I know Frozen was based off of Norway. So, hello. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? It's pretty late over there, isn't it? If Nintendo started recalling all Switch consoles, what would I do? I'd probably just keep mine anyway. I am having no problems with this. I'm salivating a lot, my goodness. My Switch console is fine. There's no warping, there's no dead pixels. It's a perfectly good console. Probably because I treat it right. Although this thing is a beast. Have you guys seen the video of someone dropping a Switch from 1,000 feet in the air, and there was nothing wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. The Joy-Con broke, but that's it. The Switch itself was fine. That just blew my freaking mind. Yeah, my left Joy-Con issues are mostly done. I think I figured out what the problem was. It was my PlayStation. I fiddled with my PlayStation settings a little bit. Now, not only does my Joy-Cons work just fine, but also my PlayStation does. So, yeah. Oh, awesome. That's awesome, CJ. That's a lot of stuff to get, but I hope that you enjoy all of them. I know me personally, I'm going to get a lot of new games for Xbox One. There was a game called Super Lucky's Tale that they showed off during Microsoft's presentation at E3. It's going to be an Xbox exclusive, and I'm looking forward to that. It looks adorable. I'm getting Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 4. I'd love to get it on that and Xbox One, but I just can't justify spending that much money twice all over again. So, what would I do if Splatoon 2 is actually going to release in 2019? I'd just wait until then. Although, the fact that it's releasing next month, the game's done. They're just probably producing it now, just printing out the cartridges. This is one of my favorite songs from Glitch. If I could be trapped in any game, what game would I want to be trapped in? Oh, good question. Whenever I think of being trapped in a game, I instantly think of Sword Art Online. But if I could pick which game, probably Breath of the Wild. Because at least there's plenty of safe places, but then you can still go exploring. Do my best impersonation of Nogla.
Hey guys, it's Dyer here. If you liked the video, leave a like. Let me know what you think of the video. And as always, I hope you enjoy.
That's the best Nogla impression I've got. You got 2 copies of Breath of the Wild for your birthday. That's awesome. My favorite Zelda game is Breath of the Wild, but that's the only one I've beaten. The only other ones I played are Twilight Princess a little bit, and Ocarina of Time, and I'm stuck on the Shadow Temple, and I don't even care. I'm just gonna call it quits there. My favorite Zelda song is either Zelda's Lullaby or Saria's song. You know, ba 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 ba. I'm going to go with that one. I have a joke. It's about an unsharpened pencil. I would tell it to you, but it's pointless. What if Yoshi was a Pokemon? Yoshi is a Pokemon! It's an orange Pokemon with a flaming tail. It's called Charmander. Sing the Canadian theme song. Okay. Team Canada. Something about a maple leaf. Oh, Canada. Oh, how sweet the sound of maple syrup igloos and polar bear snowmen. Oh, say, can you see? Hey, Canada's a boot there above America. And when you're in Canada, you can do Canadian stuff. That is the Canadian national anthem. I don't care what anyone says, and if there's any Canadians in the audience, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyway, have I talked to Gary and Reno in a while? Not really. I kind of feel bad for him. If you guys don't know, he's the one who does the PokeSins episodes on the TV show. He got hit with a huge copyright flag that was manually triggered by ShowPro because of this Porygon episode, and as a result, he's too afraid to make any new PokeSins episodes. So he's sort of stuck on limbo on that. So he's been trying to do other things to make up for it. Kind of feel really bad for him. We're having right around 50 people right now. I gotta remember to pay attention to all of these so that I don't accidentally reset on a shiny. Yeah, funny, Mel. Wild Chikorita appears at shiny. Use teleport. Yeah, because Chikorita can definitely learn teleport, and you can definitely find it in the wild. Do I nickname my Pokemon? Usually no, I just leave them not nicknamed, but whenever I get the shiny Chikorita, or shiny whatever it is, I will turn to you guys in the chat. Why no face cam? One, it's a lot of work to set up, and two, my computer's just not powerful enough to run all this stuff on screen and a face cam. It's unfortunate, but that's what I get for not having a graphics card. Well, I would, Amanda, but then I really will get hit with a copyright flag, and I do not want that. If it helps, super. I'm in Texas. Heh! No, it's the opposite, Sagasi. If my face is so horrible, my computer is sentient enough not to bear that burden on anyone. Oh, if you guys know Jordan Japan, he's trying to sell his Sun and Moon base set from the TCG to help fund a Switch. So, if you guys want him to get a Switch, then go and buy some cards from him. Name my Chikorita Nogla. Tell you what, if I get a shiny Chikorita, I will name it Nogla. I'm going to make that promise right now. And if I forget, then I apologize in advance. Do I like Overwatch? From what I played of it, it's incredibly fun, but I can't play it too much because my computer's just not as powerful as I need it to be to do it. But I do like it. Oh my goodness, Amazon Japan has Monster Hunter Double Cross. I need to get that. I'm going to get up to 375 and then I'm going to take a break to order that. Actually, I could probably do that while I do this, honestly. Amazon.co.jp. Monster Hunter XX. Not. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. So is the next donation goal going to be new computer parts again? I don't know. See, there's someone on Twitter who wants to donate me a computer. Like a high-end gaming computer. I don't know if it's a troll or anything, but they want to do it. They're shipping it out tomorrow. And if it's legit, then I won't exactly need one then, will I? Yeah. So if I go here, type that in. Monster Hunter Double Cross Nintendo Switch for 5,399 yen. Okay, I'm game. Add to cart. Proceed to checkout. Has Zippy always been the mascot of my channel? No, my channel's been around longer than Zippy's existed. I didn't really have a mascot before her, though. So as long as I've had a mascot, it has been Zippy. We'll just put it that way. Okay, I need to do a Google Translate. Because I can read Japanese, but not this well. Detect language, like... Okay, pre-order. Okay, whatever. Use that card. Amazon Global, $49.99. What's 6,800 yen to USD right now? 6,800 Japanese yen to USD. That is $60 after shipping. Alright, I just pre-ordered Monster Hunter Double Cross. Alright. I was very worried about that game because it sold out at PlayAsia basically instantly. So now I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I just really needed to do it because I really, really need that game. It's going to be so hard to import later. I'm just getting the game. If anyone wants to know, I'm just getting the game, not the console. I cannot justify spending that much on another Switch. But the game looks awesome, so I'll get that. Especially since it looks like the devs do not have any plans on bringing it to the West. And if they do sometime in the future, oh well. It would be Team Skul, Team Zippy all day, every day, over every other team ever. Zippy will triumph over all of them. She is number one. She's number one, I tell you! My least favorite person from the Nogla group. Well, whenever I think of their group, I don't think of Nogla, I think of Vanoss. Because he has the most subs out of all of them, so it's really his group. I don't know. I don't hate any of them, really. I think that they could all do with holding off on the profanity sometimes, but whatever. Do I watch Planet Dolan? Yeah, sometimes. Whenever his videos come up on recommended, he always has some really good videos to watch. Well, the thing with Vanoss and his friends is it's like me and my friends. We're all individual YouTube channels, but we're not a group. We don't rely on each other for all of our videos. We just have a group that we get together and play, but it doesn't make a group or a crew or anything. It's just individuals who like playing together. Is the Switch region locked? Nope, the Switch is region free. I have ordered every single Japanese game to date, and I've tested them all to make sure they work, and they all work. I Am Setsuna even plays in English. Basically, as long as it has an English release, at least on the eShop, then your Japanese cartridge will play in English, if that's what your Switch console is set to. So far that only applies to I Am Setsuna, but it could apply later to, say, Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2. It could apply to Monster Hunter's Double Cross if they make that into a Western release. So that's one great thing, is if you want a game from another region, you can just go ahead and import it, and it'll work just fine. Now, for some that'll never be translated, like, say, Nobunaga's Ambition or Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13, for those, yeah, you're going to be in trouble unless you understand Japanese, and I don't understand it enough to play those games. But I'm going after a complete physical Switch library, and that means getting those exclusives. Even Europe is going to have some exclusives. There's one called Constructor, which is coming out sometime this year. That's an exclusive. The One Piece physical edition is a European exclusive. It'll be digital only in the United States, so I've got to import those. It's very fun. I have to look at my DS screen because my computer screen colors were a little off, so I thought that Chikorita was shiny for a second. So it's tough having to keep up with what gets a release where, but I'm a member of so many subreddits that are in charge of this, and turns out I'm actually more hardcore than a lot of other people about this, because a lot of them are getting their information from me too. So, and yeah, it's very, very interesting trying to collect for the Switch. What if, say, for example, there's a Kickstarter that has like, as a reward for people who pledge $60, only those people get a physical copy of the game on the Switch. That is going to be so difficult to justify, because one, I mean, the odds of that actually happening and going through are maybe like 10% or less for any given Kickstarter that tries. Half of the Kickstarters will fail to meet their goal. About a quarter of what's left will meet their goal but won't have enough to make a physical Switch version. And of what's left that'll make a physical Switch version, they have to actually make the game, and then they have to go through with printing them on Switch cartridges. There's not going to be many Kickstarters that succeed, but those that do, those are going to be the rarest Nintendo Switch games in existence. I also heard that Limited Run Games, which is pretty famous and infamous for printing digital-only games on physical discs for the PS4 and PS Vita, they're in talks with Nintendo to do that kind of thing for the Switch. Rip wallet, right? So if they can make that happen, one, that's awesome, because that means a lot more games for me to get. But two, those are going to be so hard to get. Like, I'm going to have to be on top of that every single Friday. The minute they go up, I'm going to have to get them, whether I have the money or not. Which is just, come on. This is the hobby I picked, but Nintendo does not make it easy for us. Well, it would need to be a shiny Totodile first, Matthew. There's an equal chance that it'll be a Chikorita or a Cyndaquil. Yep, including every single physical Switch game. I have every game right now. Cave Story Plus releases on Tuesday. I'll be picking that up Tuesday morning. So yeah. So I have every single game, including ones that people don't like. That means 1-2 Switch. I paid $37 for that, and I think I overpaid by about twice as much as I should have. But I was sick and tired of just not having it. And it looks like the price for these games just will not go down anytime soon, so that's a bummer. But yeah, I have every single Switch game. That includes the ones that are bad. I don't care. It's part of getting a complete library. That's just what I wanted to do. It's not because they'll raise in value. They're video games. Video games almost never raise in value unless they're like, so, man, I don't even know. Like, Nintendo World Championships, okay? Everyone knows about that, right? There were only a few, maybe 100 of those cartridges ever made. Of course, those are going to increase in value. It's different from, say, on the Wii U, there's a game called The Croods, which is based off the movie. That is increasing in value now. It's worth about, what, 80 or 100 bucks? So if you bought it at retail price and you wait a few years, you maybe make a profit of $20 on it. That is not investing. Video games are the wrong thing to get invested into. So I'm not investing when I buy these games. I'm doing this because this is fun for me. Keeping a list of all these games and trying to track them, where they're being released and when, and then being able to put them on my shelf and say with pride, I have a complete collection. It really is mostly bragging rights, but it's just so much fun. Same with why I'm going after an N64 collection. I have 38 games right now. That's over an eighth of the library. And I'm doing it mostly because it's fun to collect. It's fun to go out and find something that I need for a really good price. It's fun to collect it. The process of collecting them is more fun than once it's finally all done and I have a complete collection. Sure, that'll be nice to say, but if I wanted a complete collection, what's to stop me from just buying one off eBay? One buy, done deal, ships to my house, boom, instant collection. That's not as fun. And that's why I like doing this. That's why I like doing almost everything I do, is because it's so much fun. The process of it all. And yes, I've heard of Whitehawk, a very good Splatoon YouTuber. Thought that Totodile was shiny for a split second. Nope, shiny Totodile is green. Favorite Zelda race is the Zoras. 716 in Omaha. Yes, it is. I used to live in Lincoln, so I'm very aware. What Pokemon Gen got me into the series? When I got into it, there was only one generation. I got into it before Pokemon Yellow was released. Think about that. That's how long I've been in this. Since day one, practically. Since day one, since the anime was released. I watched the premiere episode of the anime the night it premiered. That is how long I've been in this. My favorite enemy or boss in Zelda? Oh, man. I don't even know. I honestly don't know. I don't have an answer to that. 217 in Sweden. Wow, what are you doing still awake? And watching this instead of sleeping, too. Okay, number 400. And we're just losing viewers like flies. Wow. Three hours, 400. Perfect, okay. So I'm going to do another 100, which means at this rate, maybe another 45 minutes worth of streaming. And then I'm going to call it quits for today. Have I played with Octoboy before? No, I have not. No, I think there's at least one mod still in here. They're just silent and deadly. Ah! My cat nosed my toe. I thought it was a bug. He has a very wet nose. It scared me. Tell no one. I hope Callie's evil, because that'd be a whole lot more interesting than her just being brainwashed. That's the easy way out. My favorite generation is Gen 2. Would I want to play with Octoboy? I'd be more than up for it. The opportunity just hasn't arisen yet. I've been trying to collaborate with a lot of people, but the biggest thing that keeps me from collaborating is scheduling. Not the lack of interest, just flat out not having the time, or not being able to find an appropriate time that everyone involved is available. Which Squid Sister is better? I like Mari more, but, well, I guess we'll just see what Splatoon 2 has. Does Kayana like Pokemon? I don't know, actually. Well, I think she does. I mean, she has a lot of the games. She loves the designs for a lot of them, like Incineroar, so I think she likes Pokemon. Well, the mods are pretty capable of helping themselves, but I appreciate the offer, and I'm sure they do too. I participated in the final Splatfest. I was Team Marie. So if Callie is evil, I take full responsibility. What do I think of Masuda's swap method? I don't even know what that is. And frankly, I don't care. Well, I'd be okay with any of them being shiny, but if I could pick, I would pick Chikorita. But we'll see. You know, if it's Totodile or Cyndaquil, I won't like it any less. I'll just be happy when it's a shiny. And like I said, I'm sure it won't be this stream. But you have to do it in order to find it. So I do not mind at all. I saw Skyrish Villager. I saw that. If it's a shiny Chikorita, yes, I will name it Nobla. My favorite shiny Pokemon is Zoroark. I thought that was shiny for a split second. Nope. A shiny Chikorita is distinctly brown. Early shiny hype, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. Seriously. Yeah, they really missed an opportunity by not naming it Splatoon. And oh well. My favorite shiny starter? Good question. Probably Finnegan. I'll go with Finnegan. You just got Pokemon White 2 days ago. Awesome. Hope you have fun with that. I'm going to guess your favorite gym is Gen 5. Considering your name is Meloetta, which is a Gen 5 Pokemon. That is so weird, Kaylin, and I guess that would save on box space, but otherwise I don't see the point. That sounds like it would waste more time than it would save. How many hours today? Well, I've been streaming for a little over 3. And I'm going to go until we reach 500. They basically made this so that you always see Chikorita last. If you go left, it's Totodile Cyndaquil Chikorita. If you go right, it's Cyndaquil Totodile Chikorita. What's with that? My favorite generation is Gen 2. Yeah, right, Matthew? I think it was to discourage soft resetting. But Sun and Moon are just laden with so many cutscenes, it's ridiculous. That was my biggest gripe with the game, is there's so much of it that's just unskippable. You know what the fastest speedrun of that game is right now? 5 hours. You know what the second longest speedrun for any game is? X and Y, 3 hours. 2 hours shorter. So, basically, you cannot speedrun Sun and Moon, mostly just because of all of the, cutscenes in it, so it's just ridiculous. Thank you, Real Sam. Thank you for that history lesson. Okay, you know what? I know where this is going. I'm going to prevent it from getting that far. My favorite legendary actually hasn't been asked yet this stream. My favorite legendary is Latias. how much of those 5 hours is cutscenes. Not all of it, because there's actually some real gameplay, but I'd say maybe 3 or 4 hours, maybe, is cutscenes that you just cannot skip, or you cannot speed up. Now, my favorite generation is actually Gen 2, Funky. If all of them are shiny, then I'd have you guys vote on which one to get. I can't say my favorite Nogla quote, it is laden with language, and this is a kid-friendly channel. Later, Red Streak Gaming. What's my favorite Xbox One game? Well, it's not like the Xbox One exactly has exclusives right now. My favorite game that I personally own for Xbox One is probably Grand Theft Auto 5. I have 3 games for it. I have that, I have Battlefront, but I also have that on PS4, and it's better on PS4. And I also have Ukulele, which I just have not played that much of. I played it for an hour here on stream the day it released, and I haven't played it since. And frankly, I just like Grand Theft Auto 5. Definitely not a game I can play here, but there's just something about it that I like. It's a fun game. Definitely not for kids, though. Am I caught up with the Pokemon anime? No, and I really don't care to. Sun and Moon it completely ruined the Pokemon anime for me. Whoops. No, I'm not a fan of monkeys. I do not like monkeys. I do not know why either. It's probably just because they look so close to humans. And I don't like things that look close to me, but aren't actually me. I'm just not a fan of monkeys. Well, Pika, I turned 25 2 Fridays ago. So I'm almost twice your age. Holy cow. What's my favorite rival in all the games? Probably Silver. Favorite champion? Diantha. How can you tell a shiny apart from a normal? Well, the shiny Totodile is green, shiny Cyndaquil is brown, and shiny Chikorita is very brown. So, like, here, this should be green, this should have brown flames, I believe. I believe that's it, and Chikorita should just be, like, really, really brown. And after a while, after I've seen the exact same color palettes for a long time, if anything's different, I'll notice. I'm not a monkey. If other people want to be related to monkeys, that's their business, but I refuse. Soft resetting for Verizon. Have fun. That will be a very pretty shiny when you get it. I think shiny Verizon is my favorite shiny legendary. Did I ever go to the Henry Durley? No, I don't even know where that is. Oh, red skin instead of blue. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that would be right. Favorite legendary bird is Articuno. Oh wait, yeah, then maybe I have been to that zoo. Is there an aquarium in it? I think if there is, then yes, I've been to that zoo. It's just been so long ago, I forgot. Now you're soft resetting for shiny Latias. Have fun! Wait, what game are you playing that you're looking for a shiny Latias? What do I think about the fact that there aren't any gyms in Sun and Moon? I do not like it. I know that they needed to change the formula in order to keep it from being monotonous, but they changed too many things in Sun and Moon for me to like them. They got rid of gyms, they got rid of HMs. I liked that. That was part of what made Pokemon Pokemon to me, was all that extra stuff. And the fact that they got rid of them, it just doesn't feel like a Pokemon game anymore. What shiny starter am I looking for? Well, if any of them are shiny, I'll be happy. Do I like the Switch? Oh yes, I love my Switch. I like my Switch a lot. My favorite starter is out of these is Chikorita. Overall is Snivy. Thanks, Hypernova. I'm only going to 500 resets, but hopefully you enjoy it as long as you're here. My least favorite Pokemon is Garbodor. My favorite legendary trio is probably the legendary dogs or beast from Johto, legendary beast. What are the other options? The birds, the weather trio, the space-time trio, the lake trio, the Tao trio, the genies, the trio from X and Y. And there's not really a trio in Alola, is there? Well, I guess Necrozma would count, but yeah, legendary beasts. I'll go with that. The rarest Pokemon I have? Well, I have every Pokemon. I have a living Pokédex. I guess the one that might count as the rarest is my legitimate shiny Salazzle. It's pretty hard to get. It's not impossible, and there are ways to make it easier, but I'm pretty happy with that. And I would probably call that the rarest. Favorite ghost Pokemon? Good question. I do not know. Do I like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Yes, I do. It's a very fun game. How's the shiny hunting been? Well, I'm up to 445 and I haven't found it yet. That pretty much sums it up. Favorite dark type? Probably Zoroark. This chair gets very uncomfortable after a while. Well, Sagasi, that's why I'm streaming it, because I have things to keep me entertained while I soft reset. I know of plenty of people who just do it on their own time. I don't know how they do it. I much prefer doing this and having people to talk to while I do. No, I didn't watch that, CJ. Favorite Zelda song? Serious song. You know, da 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 da. That one. Favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Silver. Favorite type is Fairy. Are there any new weapons in Splatoon 2? Yeah, there's a lot. I think the biggest one is the Splat Dualies. But there are a lot of new weapons. Amanda, there is no way that you're getting these Pokemon that fast. There is absolutely no way. My favorite water type is Samurott. Can you hear pew pew? Oh, it's been so long since that was made. Yeah, Pixar didn't happen. Favorite flying type? When I think of a flying type, I think of Latias, but that's not a flying type, it's a psychic dragon. Flying. I don't know. Well, Amanda, if it's shiny, it'll sparkle. Like, visibly sparkle. It will take an extra 2 seconds to do a sparkling animation. You will know then that it's a shiny. Awesome, Lucy Lou. Favorite fire type? Salazzle. I already sang the Canada song, L Gamer. Come on, listen to this beautiful Glitch X City music instead. You don't want to hear my stupid voice. What's my favorite dual type Pokemon? Well, Helioptile is an electric normal type, so Helioptile. You're darn right it's boring, Marcel. This is what you have to do when you want to find a shiny. Don't worry, guys. If you don't want to watch, I don't blame you. I'll upload the highlight on my channel afterwards. Just know, you have a chance of seeing it live. Favorite Pokemon from Alola is... I'm going to go with Salazzle. I don't think a Pokemon is overrated. I think if you like a Pokemon for whatever reason, then fine. I don't think that you should be persecuted for that. Like, I know there was someone who argued that Charizard is a little overrated, or that Pikachu's overrated. If you like those, then keep liking them. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, Pika Freak, almost all of them have it muted, I'm sure. No one wants to watch this. People want to see the shiny. They don't want to hear me talk while we're waiting for it, but they just don't have any choice. Yes, I have Arms Yoshi. I haven't played it since I got it, but I do have it. If I could make a type, what would it be? Well, I think that a fire grass type would be awesome. Can you imagine, like, a fire grass type? And make it a baby dragon. A baby dragon-like Pokemon. Not an actual dragon type, but you get what I mean. Yeah, that would be awesome. I already answered that, Daniel. Did you not hear my reply? I thought that was a shiny for a second. Whoops. How many shinies do I have, including Popplio and Salandit? Well, I evolved both of them into eventually Primarina and Salazzle. But I have like 150 shinies in X and Y that I just haven't transferred up yet. So, yeah, I have like 150 shinies to answer your question. I'm not laughing at that joke, Malouetta. That wasn't... I'm sure that would be a funny joke to someone else. It just wasn't to me. Sorry. Yep, still streaming, AC, until I hit Encounter 500, and that's only 38 away. Well, the most unique typing that I can think of is flying ground. It's like the two things that do not go together. And yet, Gliscor. Pixar didn't happen, Matthew. Double E. Hard for it to get canceled again since they haven't even rescheduled her once yet. Or given her a refund. Look, if Dai Denogla came into my stream right now, then I would be hyped. But just talking about him, I'm not that hyped. Although I will say I only watched Vanos's videos for Nogla. But yeah, if you could get Dai Denogla in here, that would be amazing. But let's not talk about him anymore. Let's talk about how likely it is for me to get a shiny. We got 35 encounters left today. That's about a fifth of the way to odds. A little under. 2,700 is our odd count. Remember that. And if we get about 500 encounters a day, that means theoretically we could get a shiny within 5 or 6 streams. My favorite legendary is Latios. My favorite mythical is Shaman. When did I first start YouTube? Well, I made my channel in July of 2012. If you were to go to my channel and see some of my earliest videos, you'd get an idea of how often I uploaded and what kind of content I was going for at that time. It's much different than now. Favorite color was green. Poor Sagasi. I've found a few wild Pokemon. Amazingly, 3 of them were Garbodor, which, as you know, is my least favorite Pokemon, so thanks, Nintendo. I found a wild shiny Bunnelby once. That was nice. And then, of course, I'm doing my Omega Ruby shiny lock, and thus the only Pokemon that I can find there can be wild, random, at least early on, so yeah. Maybe I'll stream that again sometime, I don't know. See, if I get a shiny female starter in this game, that would be amazing. What was my very first shiny? Same as everyone else, Red Gyarados and Gold and Silver. Do I watch Dodger films? No, I don't even know who that is. Sorry. What's the best ever Pokemon card? Magikarp. All the Magikarps. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know, I might. I guess it depends on what my schedule is tomorrow. I might need to edit videos, I might need to record videos, but if I find time, I would love to stream. You guys seem to like watching these streams too, so that's an incentive. I haven't decided what I'm going to hunt after this Pikachu, and even then, I only decided to do this today. My last shiny that I went after was Salazzle, and I thought I would take a long time finding that. Nope, first try. So, yeah, I really only take these one at a time. I think after this, I'll go to my Omega Ruby shiny lock, and just do that until I find a shiny on Route 103, which is where I'm at. And then go back to Sun and Moon and find a shiny there, and then just find out what happens after that. Yep, still streaming Lucario Kid. I'm only 24 resets away from finishing though. So if any of you guys want to get in some last minute donations, now is a good time to do so. Random Geodude and Y, nice. I hope it didn't self-destruct. Do I like Minecraft? Never played it. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I keep thinking these are shinies. They're not. Will I stream the shiny lock? Oh yeah, I will. I'm only trying to do one shiny at a time. It saves me from having to switch out game cards and also having to switch stream titles and information and all that stuff. It's easier just to do one at a time until I get it. So, after I get the shiny here, then I'll do my Omega Ruby shiny lock. And even then, only until I find a new Pokemon on Route 103, and then I'll just save the game and go back to Sun and Moon and do something there. Where do I prefer to order new amiibos? Best Buy, because there you get 20% off pre-orders if you're a GCU member. Which I did for practically all my amiibos. The only ones that are coming out, there's 26. I pre-ordered 20 of them from there. The only ones I haven't are the 3 amiibo coming out next week, which I'm going to have to hunt for, including one at Best Buy, ironically. The other one's at GameStop, and the last one is Amazon. So I got to hunt for 2 of them and then just have a tab open on my phone for the 3rd. And the other 3 I haven't pre-ordered yet are Corrin Alt, which is not up for pre-order yet, Cloud Alt, which I missed the window for, and Inkling Squid version 2, which ironically, out of all of them that are released everywhere, that's the only one that I'm missing. So yeah. Do I know Chaka Conroy? Yeah, we're friends. How much do I like Amiibo? Well, I like them enough to collect every single one. I have every single one, so yeah. My favorite Pokemon anime, the one I consider the best, is Diamond and Pearl. From beginning to end, that was just a really darn good series. Of course, my favorite Pokegirl is May, so I like watching Advanced Generations just so then I can see more of her. But, you know, Gen 1 nostalgia, so the original series is there too for that. And X and Y is just amazing as well. It just sort of puttered out at the end. What if a shiny appears in the last try? Well, then that would be a great way to end the stream, wouldn't it? My favorite Pokeball. Probably the Quick Ball. Just because I use it so much in X and Y. Seriously. Use it all the time. It is... I cannot overstate how useful it is. Oh, I'm not arguing that the theme songs were good in Diamond and Pearl. I mean, they were bad. The theme songs for Black and White were pretty... bad too. I mean, ever since TPCI took over, the theme songs have been pretty bad. 4Kids will always have the best theme songs. In fact, my favorite is Unbeatable. So, have I ever caught a legendary with a Quick Ball? I'd like to say I did, but I don't remember what it was. Have I ever failed a shiny? Nope, not yet. Hopefully I never will. Oops. Amanda, if you're still in here, what are you shiny hunting on? Because if you were looking for Latios and Latios in the same game, how did you get access to both of them? Especially within so close to each other. I like that, Lucario Kid. I like that. That was good. Well, even so, Latios and Latios are on completely opposite sides of the game. You cannot shiny hunt for one and get the shiny and then immediately go to the other to start shiny hunting that. That's what Amanda was saying she was doing. I just got my Latios, so I'm going to go hunt Latios now. That's what she said. Plus, she found the Latios within like 10 minutes, which, I'm sorry, I just don't believe. Is it possible? Absolutely, but that fast and with no reaction, just, yeah. Well, here's the thing, Amanda. Latios is not the normal Pokemon you encounter in Omega Ruby, it's Latios. So you cannot go after Latios first, it's impossible. My favorite Elite Four member? Ooh, good question. Malva, maybe? What do you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think he's Horus? That's nice. That's funny. Where in Omega Ruby did you see this Latios that you were shiny hunting? Now, I'm guessing a question mark shiny unknown is pretty rare. Any particular unknown is actually pretty rare as a shiny, just because there's 28 of them. So when you find a shiny, it's a 1 in 28 chance of it being something. So, yeah. So, yeah, that shiny question mark would be pretty rare, I think. Okay, we're down to the wire. Ever had a shiny Mega Diancie? Nope, not that I remember. I prefer Soul Silver, but they're both pretty good. They're both amazing games. I just prefer the original because of the nostalgia associated with them. The original Gold and Silver. I don't really want a specific starter Pikachu. I'm just shiny hunting because the odds are pretty high of any of them being a shiny. It's like 1 in 2,700 that one of them will be a shiny. Because each of them is individually 1 in 8,100 something. But then, since there's 3 of them, the odds are 3 in 8,100 something, which makes it 1 in 2,700 something. Which makes it... And plus, the soft resetting is incredibly fast, so this doesn't take that long at all. If I were to pick one that I would want, it would be Chikorita, but I would be just as happy with Totodile and Cyndaquil. Seriously, I'll be happy with any of them. Okay, we're down to the last few here. A Lavender. The most found shiny I ever have had was Garbodor. I found 3 of them in the wild. Come on. Okay, here we go. This is the last one. If this isn't it, then that's it for the stream. Okay. No shiny Totodile. No shiny Cyndaquil. And no shiny Chikorita. There we go. That's number 500. So I'm going to reset here and call it a night for the streaming. I'll be back sometime to continue this on. And until I do, I hope you all have a nice time with whatever you do. Also, thank you to the 2 people who donated $2 for this stream. Like I said, every dollar counts. Every dollar helps in ways that are just that you can't imagine how much this means to me. So thank you for those donations. I'll be back sometime with more shiny hunting for these Pokemon. Yeah, that pretty much does it. Have a good night, everyone. Stay tuned for more.